mbokki Gambia maa ngi leen nuyu nuyób jàmm yërmande ak barke seeni mbokka Saliyu Njaay di waxtaan ak yéen fii si AG radio ak askani Gambia newspaper ñoo am mbégte gu mag dellu suwaat fii di waxtaan ak yéen bési tey bi daldi tollook bésub aralba fanweeri fan si weerub octobre atum 2024 comme nan ko gën a xamee rek si kaalama angale tey la Wednesday 30th of October 2024 waxtaani tey bi mbokka yi du def ludut daldi ànd ak yéen dem foofa sa néegi député ya daldi tànn kenn si député yi def waxtaan ak moom ndax mbokka yi bu leen réere mbir réew ni muy demee kanam mooy ñuy waxtaan surtout député yi nga xam ne ñun ñaa leen xool ba doyloo leen tànn leen ebal leen foofa sa néegi député ya bondoog warugal la ñu xam ni ñuy liggéeyee ñoom itam ñu daldi jàngee si ñun xam li nga xam ne moom la askan bi bugga su ko defee ñuy liggéey si loola di yëngu si loola noona la réew di demee kanam waaye bala ñuy dem jëli suñ gan gi rek mbokka yi nen leen bàyyi leen a xel nen leen xoolaat réew mi réew li ko mën a yóbbu kanam ñaar donga leen benn dindi fi lépp loo xam ne mooy gàllankoori réew mi ñaar dal di ko remplacer ak lépp loo xam ne mooy njëriñu réew mi den war a xoolaat seetaat gestuwaat gàllankoori réew mi si mbépp fànna den war a xoolaat seetaat gestuwaat li koy saafaral si mbépp anam ngir réew mi suxale ko réew mi taxaw réew mi mun a naat Gambia mun a yegga ñun ñépp fan buga mu daldi yegga réew mi mun a dem nga xam ne su boobaa lu tuuti la ñuy puus rek réew mi daldi dem ndax Gambia réew moo xam ne la barke buur yàlla moo njëkk a jiitu ñaani niti diina yi toppa booleeg ñaani maam yi ndax ñun sa dëgga-dëgga dara manqué wuñu te dara jombuñu lépp lu nit aajowoo fi si àddina pour réewi Gambia mun a dem kanam sa dëgga-dëgga buur yàlla may nañu ko ba noppi buñ xoolee géej yu nangu yin am ak lépp loo xam ne mu ngi sa biiram suuf su naat ak lépp loo xam ne mu ngi sa biiram teg si dolli buur yàlla may ñu xel rek koom-koomi boppam la bon suñ jëlee suñ xel mi xelli ko nas ko ñaw ko daas ko namma ko binda ko waxtaanee ko jàngale ko ak teg si dolli di ko jëfoo sa dëgga-dëgga dinañu jural ay njëriñ yoo xam ne suñ njorta sax musu fa woon a yegga waaw ñun Gambia lu tax ñu daldi am xéewal yi yépp te mënu na lijjanti réew mi lu tax buñ xoolee nappa mbéy mi wérgu yaram dëkkuwaay dundugu seer ut liggéey yu jafe école yu seer garab yu seer kër yu seer tilim mbalit mi corruption ndox mi ak courant guy kamaj-kamaji ñun ñu ne sa dëgga-dëgga nit ñi dese nañoo bëgg ñun ñu ne sa dëgga-dëgga nit ñi dese nañoo kontaan bon ana lan mooy saafara si xanaa duñ def lu dut daldi dem rek jëli ki nga xam ne kii mooy suñ gan gi tey du kenn kudut Honourable Kebba Sanneh moom mooy di National Assembly member bu Foni Jarrol Honourable Sanneh maa ngi lay nuyu di la santa di la gërëm di la jox sa wàccuwaay ba mat sëkk di la yaatal te di la dalal fii si AG radio ma dal di la mee rek nga dal di nuyu wante suñ déglukat yi avant ñuy tàmbali laajte yi.
waaw asalaamaaleykum AD radio maa ngi nuyu sa déglukat yi lu may ñaan mooy ñu balal ma suma wolof bi daal wolof joolaa la soo seetlu noonu waaye dinaa try tan lu ma war a explain pour lu ñu war a wax daal pour ñu understand so mun naa nekk suma waxi tan angale bari fa waaye dinaa try suma best pour ñu xam ne ñooñu déggoon angale ñu xam ne ñooñu wolof lañ dégga ñu mun a understand maa ngi nuyu ku nekk man suma interview yëpp depuis bu ma ñëwee politicien du ko loolu du suma fiiloon musuma nekk sax di xalaat ne dinaa nekk politicien waaye yàlla def na bee ma dugg si politique waaye suma interview yëpp lu ma dee jëkka wax mooy Gambia moo gën a rëy ku nekk amul ko am ne kooku em na ak Gambia leaders will come leaders will go yes su leader nekkee foofu mu demee ñoo xam ne ñooñu dañ ko bugga ci ñoom lañ nekk du leen nee waaye one thing that we must have in heart mooy kanami Gambia man tan dama nekkoon Angleterre 10 years man tam ma ñibbisi fii dama ñëw pour contribuer to nation building kon man ñëw naa 2 years yaa geme jog beneen government nekka foofu so si loolu laa nekka ba 2021 man tam ma dugga politique before I was just a follower I was just only affiliated to a political party so si loolu laa nekk so ban interview bi lu ma den njëkkaa wax mooy man ñëw ma pour nax kenn ba pare man duma bokka si groupe bu xam ne dañooy indi fitine si Gambia bokk si groupe boobu ma wax lu leer waaye tan anything boo xam ne daal man fooga naa ne de àndut ak yoon kenn du la mën a teree pour wax loolu du ma ragal pour wax ko du ma ruus pour wax ko lu ma bañ mooy ma wax lu xam ne amut comme yeneen lu ñu nekkoon di def time bu government beneen bi nekk foofu loolu moo tax man dama dee wax nit yi su fekkee ne démocratie ñu ngi enjoy démocratie the first people to praise about democracy mooy di APRC militants bu nekk parti Yaya Jammeh loolu la dee wax because fekk ne léegi nga enjoy because ñun gis nañ yëpp time bu mu Yaya Jammeh nekkoon foofu def nañ ñu nekk pour Yaya Jammeh jóg fabricate stories sponsor coup d'état sponsor demonstrations lu nekk def nañ ko di tiital nit yi sax waaye time boobu ñun yëpp am nañ léegi du nga nekk di wax ni sécurité Gambia nu mu meloon completely tight Yaya Jammeh time boobu su fekkee ne sécurité am ni baaxut ndekki ne génne na bu yàgga waaye Yaya Jammeh sécurité was number 1 anything lu ñu plan dafa yaaxa waaye comme lu mu nga wax rek lu ma bëgg a leeral nit ñoo xam ne ñu may déggul for the first time man I would never be part of any group who have never destabilized government Adama Barrow wala Gambia because I would never be part of those who will sabotage community suffer like lu nekkoon di def those in public offices nekkoon di yaaxa di sabotage so that people can hate Yaya Jammeh man I would never be part of that again as a National Assembly member man duma bokka ñu xam ne daal any bill bu ñu xam ne indi nañ ko ci National Assembly bu xam ne is a progressive bill bu xam ne is for the development of the Gambia bu xam ne majority of Gambians will see the benefits dinaa bokka pour support waaye anything bu xam ne daal is not to the interest of the Gambian people I would never especially when it's not to the interest of Foni Jarrol ñu ma teg place bi ak Foni ak Gambia in general dama dee wax nit yi ñu ma indi place bi mooy Foni Jarrol waaye tey man National Assembly member for the Gambia because anything I am taking any decision I take is going to be the betterment or to the detriment of the country de pare man mensa am na millions ci politics dinaa dee bàyyi boobu man loolu mooy suma belief and then whatever I believe not attacks not insults not threatening me would make me stop saying it anything but my belief I believe in it the only thing that can change my belief is positive criticism giving me positive criticism not attacking not fabricating stories that's your opinion you can say whatever you want but I will be who I am always the only thing that can change me is constructive criticism we are talking about a better Gambia we are talking about a happy Gambia. We are talking about a smiling Gambia where everyone smiles. We are talking about an equality Gambia where every person, irrespective of which tribe, which religion, which race you belong to, we are all equal. I hate tribalism. Why the king in 27, no matter what here, I don't know where I can go ahead because I can't you. Why? What I'm going to say. So, for my M4 follow Madukasi interview bi. So, kuneka kumai degulu, nga degul akel. That's not yaw akiyala. I'm not here, lumai wa. Anytime I'm putting my statement or I'm putting my facts, I make comparison. That does not mean I am defending the previous government, my government yeah again. So it's up to people who are present like what compare man security butemba and security butey. And I can tell you yesterday what was happening and what is happening today. And then opportunity buma am today I'm on Bobu Demba. Because today I'm sitting at the National Assembly, where every report comes to the National Assembly, where I have the opportunity to look at reports. I also have another opportunity to make an oversight visit. Maran si dekabi, magena si dekabi, di ham the Gambia nakala neka di do. Which means now, no one can deceive me. I'm not going to know all, but I'm going to know a lot. So, punya wakfi liakli mandumanaken. If Adama Barrow is doing well, I am going to come straight to say do it well. I don't care those opposition who will tell you that legi mom gendenenko. Because that's the opportunity. Wala you my saga. But if he's not also doing well, I'm not going to be those people who will come to say that no, Adama Barrow munge try. I am speaking the voice of the voiceless, especially the voices of the majority of Gambians. Because damade degulniti, damade round institution, try to find out. Even after our budget approval, I make sure, and I am lucky at the National Assembly again to be part of very important committees at the National Assembly. Finance and Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly. I am again lucky to be part of monitoring of all government projects. I'm part of that committee. I am again lucky to be part of the Trade Committee at the National Assembly. I am also lucky to be part of the Public Appointments Committee. Demnabe 5. Legimudas International. So where reports are coming, all these things I am assessing to know. Howma, suma janga bi soriwut. Why at least now I'm able to get something buhamne bobu munna ko dunda because I went up to a master's level. Why you go to the politics luma janga is administration. Lol mota man suma deliberation be at the National Assembly. I always discuss about management issues, administration issues, what is happening in offices, the malpractices, development of projects, budgets. Lol mo suma discussion be. I'm not going to get everything right, but I'm also going to get most of the things wrong. Naham lolo. So must stop for you.
Jerejef Honourable Kebba Toumanding Sanneh. Wax dëgg sa introduction boobu feeñal na lu bari si façon ngi nit ki nga doon. Fi mu nekk ma dal di tàmbali rek njëlbeeni laajte bi. Xam naa ne ñi la xam bari neen. Te soo gisee Foni Jarrol romba ñëpp dal di la tànn pour nga toogal leen si néegi député yi am neen yaakaar si yow ñi la xam bari neen waaye nag am na ñu la xamut gis la rek ngay wax si néegi député yi wala di wax si télévision yi wala newspaper yi di binda li nga xam ne moom la Honourable Kebba Sanneh dal di wax taxul nit ñi xam la si ñi la xamut ana kan mooy Kebba Toumanding Sanneh.
Thank you once again. Kan moy Kebba Toumanding Sanneh ñu bari sa dañ ma xam Toumani ñu bari Toumanding. So Kebba is like my official name because in all my certificates you have Kebba Toumanding Sanneh. Why ñu bari tur bu ñu ma xam moy di middle name moy Toumani. Man fan moy suma deka moy Wasadu village. And I am a brother to the late Simbon Talibo Sanneh, the 1981 rebels. Moy Kukwe Samba Sanyam dañ bokk papa. Suñ dekatan fofu la Kukwe Samba Sanyam deka. And then I started my primary school, man suma mag teacher la. So mu nekkon di tek fale nakalati block. That's where I started my primary school. So it's my fekam wow. So si lolu St. Peter's Primary fofu la lifin nakalati def suma commental madam St. Peter's side. Let me make it very fast. From St. Peter's side, well, I would tell people I did my O levels. My O levels were not good. The results were not good. I know the torture of the mind that I went through because of a fekana suma mag kuma wara dimbal my Simbon Talibo Sanneh munjon mile 2. So I do visit my brother at mile 2. Dama ko dem di feka fofu. All the talk. So that's why when they started talking about the conditions of the prison, it makes me cry. Because Mandama don't did them prison time Bobu Mangi young. So time Bobu so visit as I'm prisoner, they allow you 30 minutes. Why? Because of I was a small boy and I was a school guy, then my allow you up 30 minutes ma talk for suma bari suma mag daf my walu bari. My just must church yaramam nakala mena. So if I come back, I know the pain and the feelings that I feel because my background is totally poor. My father cannot, even my Form 1, my mom has to sell her livestock, the bull, to pay for the first year. And second year, I'm scholarship. Scholarship, no my sponsor, but Form 5. So time I get out of school because I don't have good results. Result Buma Amon. Then I started applying for work. Malokema Gambia Game and Forestry. Then I was posted at Kafuta after training. Madam Pale. See, look, I'm not a stupid guy because time I set on common trans. Time manekon Form 1, Form 2. Well, the people I was competing with in class, I always even sometimes leave them behind in certain subjects. Why the final exam? My results were not good like them. I said, look, I can make it. Then must start the first side. Madam Maam course, Beryl course, BSc, forestry course at a diploma level later, Madam GTTI, Madam Beryl course, I go Mangondi forest. But after 5 years, I left forest and I started working for Child Fund. Then Madam Galas must salary be the fay, Madam Beryl course be at GTTI. My diploma in rural development studies. Then after Madam MDI, Madam another diploma in management development studies. So the combination of these subjects, both ma apply to UK, time Bob School Bob down Thames Valley University in the United Kingdom. Then Amundsen campus at Reading, Slough, and London. While time Madam for Madam study HND, Higher National Diploma Program. So time I get Halom Bobu. 2 years, school Bobu, I decided to do a certificate in IT. Then after that, I started a diploma. Then after I continue, did an advanced diploma, university. Then time I get Halom Bobu, I went to Gloucestershire University. Mohammed Bobla Defon, bachelor's degree in business administration. Time I get Halom Bobu, I continue, defate master's degree. So Buma get Halom Bobu. Time Bobla in UBC. Time when UBC fee, I applied. Yeah, I gave me for my gisma CVB. We impressed with my results that I am proud to show anywhere. My results today, I'm proud. Not my high school results. Mohammed Bobu, I did that one out of the mind was completely tortured. What my people were going through, I got no support. My brother was in my 2, but Gambia came. Gambia gave those opportunities. I forget it was about, and my brother was released, and then Kuneka Simon later Muneka Smaloho. Take care. After the change of government, 2017, 2018, time Bobla Simbon Talibo Sanneh died. So I became now the breadwinner of the family. Time Bob Maneka considerable, Maneka Fofo director. Why Metina? So we were going to feed the Suba. Time Mun Kings Lord Mota, time Mun Kings Amon. Mahamne deka bidudam because maneka fofu nakala ma gene fofu the malpractices that they started lord mota man suma wax bi suma started I don't care which political party you belong to, but as long as you were one time belong to the coalition party bi dafa mess up the country.
Dina ñu kaname tuuti Honourable Sanneh dina ñëw foofu tuuti fi mu nekk Honourable ma bëgg laa laaj rek yow ñaata jabar nga am ba pare ñaata at nga am buy wax exactly ñaata at nga am yaa ngi si sa late 30s si nda sa late 40s si
waaw fu mu nekk maa ngi am ñaari jabar and then secondly again I'm in my late 40s.
Okay,
maa ngi am suma doom yi waaw
jërëjëf
so si loolu laa nekk
waaw
suma beneen jabar bi ñu nekkoon Angleterre then after ma ñibbisi moom tam ñu bëgg ñu ñibbisi to come then struggle together.
Ndeysaan
waaw
fi mu nekk ma bëgg a xam lan moo la inspire ba tax nga dugg si politics understand naa ne yow dafa mel ni APRC nga woon li ma bëgg a xam mooy ndax APRC fa nga tàmbalee ak su fekkee ne APRC foofu nga tàmbalee in politics lan moo tax taxawuloo under the ticket of APRC lan moo tax nga nekk nga dal di taxaw under the ticket of an independent candidate.
Asan, thank you for that question because comme lu ma la wax soo gisee suma jànga bi yëpp lu ma wax lu ma study business master's degree in business administration loolu is completely different for the politics waaye comme lu ma wax time bu ma ñibbi si employment at the abattoir yes I was a follower of the APRC party and I go and vote the APRC dara moo tax time bu ma nekkoon di dem school time boobu high schools in the Gambia this was around 1986 1988 you were having only 8 high schools. Out of those 8 high schools, maybe government high schools, you can count only 2 or 3. The rest belong to either Catholic Mission or the Ahmadiyya. Lola. Ya gemeta amunya sunyun fonyi amun ben senior school. So it means when we come here, we have to struggle. How many people in the Gambia dollar yaya game no degree qualifications? Gambia was without a university. Gambia was without a TV. So Ruta Man Maneka APRC. Gambia was business oriented. Gambia was developmental oriented. So Silo like this Gambia, I became a follower of the APRC party. But by then, even time I on UK, Suma got my call because Balama them UK, Ruta saw where everything started that people admire me, people like me. I used to play football. Sometimes people that they doubt Suma I have never been an international player. You have Suma skill see. So I never dreamed that I'll be a politician. What I dreamed of was I thought I was going to be an international or a professional player. Why money on CCF, even project what I'm going to put my demand to my book affair saga. When they wanted me there, I don't look at because there is money. So because of money I should go. Mandal affair saga. That's why I'm gonna because my I knew like so no this saga did them legal manakoyai. So second, the community said to money, I am ready to die for the community. Lola was my eye. So my tell from Nakani Ganina, Suma Papa Ganina. And then we are 3 in number, Suma sister Kutuma Papa Kotan Ganina. And now it's only my younger brother. So my elder brother, Jalan Kune Kundi Bare, Kokta Suma Mag, Simon Talibo Sanneh, Kokula Nampago. So then Boka Papa Wai Bokunyai. So Silolu, because of my try, time Demon was a room. I started to look at the difference between the urban child and the rural child in terms of school. Because man, small education starts straight to primary 1. When you make a combo, you have them nursery school 4 years, 5 years, nursery school be. Imagine after finishing that they go and compete with someone who is just starting at primary 1. So the role model time I started to fight with child fund. Money I need an early childhood center in the village. Yalla def time man kon fofu mamuna am lolu ci deka bi. I say to my people, we need to get waterborne to access to safe drinking water. So Lota Yalla def
Honourable Sanneh dina ñew fofu kaname tuti waye ma bëgg la laaj rek lan moo tax taxawuloo as a APRC candidate lan moo tax nga taxaw independent.
Look, because if you look at APRC, APRC Fabaka Tomonjata. Where the difference come? You know, coalition with Barrow. We new ban put them coalition. I would never be part of the coalition. I would repeat that, I would be never. After knowing what happened, I would never. By the 2 Congress, time when I'm going to league abattoir, I risked my job. Then I'm on Congress in Biam. I was there. No one ever selected Tom Gata has the flag bearer. Who was actually there was Yaya Game has the flag bearer because Lua be terrible. We are at the 2 years again. Then come in hall. I was there. All the days, the 2 days over the weekend. Can't literally turn out for Tom Gata. Now, if they go with the IEC and put there that is Tom Gata, I don't know how it happened. The evidence are there.
So Honourable Sanneh, yow bokkuloo si coalition Yaya Jammeh bi yow coalition Fabakary Tombong Jatta bi nga bokka loolu nga bëgg wax
déedéet lu ma nekk di wax ma bokkuma si coalition Fabakary Tombong Jatta
yow si ban nga bokka si ban APRC nga bokka
no alliance boobu lañ dee wax no alliance APRC no alliance
bu Yaya Tamba bi Yaya Tamba jiite
bu Yaya Tamba bi
ok lan moo tax bokkuloo si groupe bi Fabakary Tombong Jatta bi
no listen because Fabakary Tombong Jatta dem na bokka si ya NPP ñun bëgguñ dem and then now the flag bearer ku ñu tànnoon all the congress bu ñu amoon kooku ma Yaya Jammeh ñun yëpp ku nekk fii place ku nekk li nga dégg mu ne moom Yaya Jammeh la toppa so Yaya Jammeh advice pour ñu dem si Barrow su fekkee ne dégg la Yaya Jammeh never advise anyone to go if he has advice but the last advice bu ñu am moo déedéet loolu moo tax time presidential election mun na ñu support kan first time dafa wano Haidara mu dem ba si digga mu gis ne bu kooku kayitam mi lifunut balaa election bi king demand mu ne ñu dem with Mama Kandeh after elections Yaya Jammeh mu ne léegi ñu delloo ñu defaral suñu parti bi the coalition is finished which I expected Tombong Jatta dina loolu la waroon a def the coalition is always out for a mission either to unseat a president or to help put a president so léegi suñu dimbalee ba Barrow toog na expected immediately mooy moom dafa waroon a delloos one APRC is back
ma bëgg laa laaj Honourable Sanneh yow naka nga gisee li nga xam ne moom la Fabakary Tombong Jatta def dal di bàyyi Yaya Jammeh dal di dem join coalition yi NPP bi te Yaya Jammeh approve loolu yow naka nga gisee loolu
it's a betrayal lañ wa dëgg bi nga gis na Tombong mun na ma jur in fact even si National Assembly bi am na beneen debate bu nekkoon di am foofu mu amoon benn député bi ku jogoon foofu di wax lu bon I cannot listen to it. I got up, I said the person must stop immediately or I walk out. This is what I did. Man, so I find it even difficult to say something against him. But betrayal mo am. Listen, to know in democracy is about the majority. Kuneka Gambia, kunek funganeka, or ngane, no alliance is the majority. Now, if you said you have asked people's consent, balanga the coalition, because you know rounding. Why you bury you did it? Why are you going to force your way man and leg APRC from them first? Because the elections has proven it. Independent APRC, no alliance, I'm then 5 deputy. Those other 2 people, you make a fee. Some of those people serve even in fact they are lucky when you win because those people their efforts were recognized because they once worked for the council. Those motor niti you bury say league and you book a and why not because of APRC low motor you win. No happening ko. Motor when you win is not about the party. So if I told we are talking about the majority time, when you guy round on, guy you know did it. You will bokun, you them sitombo. Sorry Barrow. They should after the majority said no. Let's continue. But the reasons given was the party did not have any money to contest for the election. Money, these small parties, we have the suitcase parties la. No, not a million and Bunam the Bob, the contest time, UDP, Bunya on the contest, not even a proper motorbike. Another common. So, you don't on the contest. Luther immediately APRC, Jammeh left. This was just a theory that was put in place. Because Kuam 2018 at the time we are again on our rally, November rally at the buffer zone. No, we have time we are on Benin Rally B SSP. Man yeb dama bokal ñu dem Latin Kunda Coastal Road tan bobu la gaay jox pour ya APRC ko jënd ko comme ni ko yaxé ni nañ wax dëgg bi mané halis bi du la yobbu arjana ku nekk lu nga am fi lu ale bu nga am da nga dé bay ko fi ku nekk ci dëgg bi su fekkene mu loko wax dëgg bi bayil nopil waye bu nekk di disif niti the majority of the APRC party ñu ne no bu ala why would Tombong continue to promote them def alliance bi yene ni support ko legi in fact saga akere and start and they know and now the elections the parliamentary election prove it and even the council election prove it because in fact it became an advantage for UDP and NPP because non Serakunda akere Fungagis UDP win because of our division because APRC the family the 2 candidates like the present jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh soo tegee foofu sa baaraam rek fi mu nekk ñu dal di may panélistes yi ñoom itam am neen ay laajte yuñ la bugg a laaj ma dal di tàmbalee si Abdoulaye Sanyang Ablaye ban laajte nga amal Honourable Kebba Sanneh
Thank you very much, Alai Salio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Honourable Gambiani, and highly welcoming Kebba Toumanding. Kebba Toumanding, thank you for serving with the Gambians. Sen liggéey bi amna lu fa ñuul sen parlement bi ñun Gambians yi dañ wax ne ñu tëj ko sax moo jën bo Gambians yaa ngi dee dunda amul si réew mi suñ doom yaa ngi daw si yooni gannaaw bi ñëpp a ngi dee bakaw barko Dembo Njaay bakaw ñu ngi jéenee sarax gaal bu mujjee daanu suñ doom yi réew yi fa di fa ñàkk seen bakkan yow nga ne support lo coalition bi support lo Adama Barrow yaa in for no coalition with Yaya Jammeh bala ñooñu yëpp Gambia force Gambian people force bo suñ jëmee bépp ji pare there is a crime scene in IEC is a crime scene. Alai Mamar Njai should be in jail at this moment. The Chief Justice should resign immediately. If I told you parliamentarians, you are not there to account our government. You are not there to see Gambia fair play. IEC Gambians in Yakasem Bakan yep. See 8 years, see 7 years to Adam Barobi. All of you contribute to it. Because Mamar Njai so hijack election because of corruption. Mujis Bopam more than we the Gambians. Domi Gambian Bude, Alai Mamar Njai, Adama Barrow, and the Chief Justice, they are behind. The audit report we have seen it, all Gambians are talking about it. Yen parliamentarians, they won't get a bente. So you love him yuhu, and love him wah. Still now we have to judge you. Gambians are crying out. Nyunyaka Sumbaki yip, Gambians still there, Johnny Ganabi yip, you all of you contribute to it. If Alai Mamar Njai can hijack the country and hand it over somebody who is going to fail our country, Adama Barrow is a crime. It's a criminal walking, dead man walking. Because election be fair play them for sent to. Lotan you sent set IEC independent body. Put in the fair play within our political life. So democracy we got hijack. All of you knew about it. They couldn't you are part of the financial committee and project supervision. Adama Barrow jaina support bi. Jaina ilte na babatenda musuñ la dégg. Keta finance minister bi IEC OIC conference bi gis ngeen fo du mo xis moto yoy non 100 vehicle Gambians are dying. You go to Ndemban clinic, go to RVH, go to Basse, all over the country, go to Serekunda Central Hospital. Mr. Sanneh, thank you for serving. But we the Gambians are crying still now. Our people are dying.
Go apply me ko tonto. Very important. Jërëjëf Honourable Kebba Sanneh. Su fekkee ne am nga loo bëgg a tontu Ablay Sanyang, go ahead.
Thank you very much, brother Ablay. Lu nga wax yëpp dëgg la. You see, so nekkee ci public office, you cannot run away from criticism and you cannot run from blames. Gambians, any true Gambian who loves Gambia, and any parliamentarian who are serving the interest of the Gambia have to accept what you have said. Why? In fact, I'm part of the Finance and Public Accounts Committee. Before, I was being invited to interviews, but I am a person that know a little about Gawra's government, know about Yaya Jammeh's government, and know about this government. So if you start talking, I make my comparisons. What was happening and what is happening today? Where is our debt? If you come to even our debt, a country can never be developed through borrowings. Agree now. Why? One thing we need to also understand, Parliament is about the majority, the voice of the majority. Lead the majority, you are seeing bills even when they are passed. Okay, so I know yes, because through the interviews. I never run away from interviews. In fact, now it's the journalists who are running away from me because you're doing that time when you film media houses. One day I don't need them interviews. Before King FM, I'll go. People are particular. People will ask for me. Africa. Let me stop naming us. These radio stations are invited opposition because my duty is to inform the people. Definitely. That's why I say that no fear. In fact, I'm not born to be a fearing person. I'm not born to be a fearing person. And the way I am brought up, no. But what you said, you're 100% right. If you look at when this government came, Jawra's years, 30 years plus, Yaya Jammeh's years, our borrowing or our debt was at 49 billion. Even before the coalition task, before they just separate, our debt within the 3 years, even before the 5 years, our debt went up to almost 80 plus billion dollars. Imagine, almost more than the 52 years of the two regimes. Ask yourself, where is this money? Come 2017-2018, the agreements that they have signed, all these agreements are failure, complete failure. The fishery agreement, before they come in, Jammeh has banned industrial fishing. These people immediately came, they said dictatorship. They lifted the ban and then issued 79 license holders. If you look at our fishery industry, landing fees, when they collect about the ships, let me just say the total, because EU, every year, they donate on the fishery side $30 million. So license, act landing, whatever the total you add, every year $140 million. Boblan generate from fishing. Sayang, the number of fishing vessels in our sea cannot be, even no one will tell you the right figure. Giants engage me. Our people cannot even have access to our resources. So you are right when you say the National Assembly has failed, but I have to tell you also, we the opposition there who are speaking are few, and now we are controlled and limited where our voices will be heard. Where do I go? It's only the National Assembly. Sometimes some debate, some will vote that there is no debate. So that because I'm me, I say things based on figures. When you look at even what you are talking about, the crime index, the level of crime in the Gambia is rated at 67.24%. I'm saying offhand, I might get the figures wrong, but it's 67.24. Vandalism and theft cases in the Gambia is at 70%. Assault and robbery is at 54.17%. As Sanyang, Fungawa corruption in the Gambia is at 85.3%. Maduman Mako Binda Duman Madef research B is from the crime index report. Come on, look at now as I speak to you, within the 7 years or 8 years of the new government, we have democracy. How much are you talking about? Our borrowings is at $112 billion. Ask yourself, where has the money gone to? I do take it upon myself. The my visit, like you go to Ndemba and the clinics that you mentioned, the Mademon Fofu, I'm not being best beside the man on the Demligay. I'm Otobutampom rider, Boromon, Niti Town. I was behind. Kokumunga struggle through Yenasiwan Bala, Yen Otobi Exikawam. Mad Tawal Suma Otobi Sidigi Talibi. Madef double signal B. I went and helped those people I gave lift. Mad drop them yet. My egalan. I rose to I took them to Banjul. My ega for the people my Honda Pruga in Ube. When I did it, the man cleared the car. Fanla Bakao. Manako, okay, where is your ambulance so that it can take this guy? Guy couldn't go to Bunta, when I see ambulance, Ben now, when I can see Bob, I'm not problem. Ben begin and Yari. When I'm a Ben begin, I'm not problem. Meaning our own central hospital, 2 ambulances. I made a recommendation. These OIC vehicles, Minister be question be. When OIC vehicles, they are parked, they have already decided. But guy and the guy see deciding already, see don't come. This is what happened. What can I do? I told you that I'm not going to be part of anything that's going to be violence. But my duty as a National Assembly member is to inform the people. And I can only inform the people through the media. Media bobu should control a bobu. You say, when I was in the UK, no one can deceive me. Look at the agreements. The first thing they did was this bad way. People are dying, even my own village. The youths are dying, no job for them. This government, when they came in, those people calling themselves democracy, I don't understand this democracy. I understand it. And when I start talking, I get angry because of I know the figures. Whatever you say here, unless I add it to what you are saying, I will come up with figures. Because even OTV policy, they are coming through our table. Certain things we will not discuss because maybe some people will not know. Even the impress, we are trying to press people. The accountant is a very honest lady. The audit office is doing a very good job. We are also, when they make their recommendations, we are the one pushing the police to do the investigation. If you are following the news, We are able to recover from the impress almost 12 million. We could have gone in vain. Go to the fishery sites. I should take it upon myself, put fuel in my car, because we are not supplied with fuel. These vehicles, they insulted us. I use my fuel, that accident that I'm talking about. I have to put these 2 people in my vehicle, full of blood. Drive them up to the man clinic. When I arrived there, they said that they have to buy a ticket. Somebody's injured. I have to go and take out my money. I don't know them. I still have the tickets with me. Then I paid for the tickets, left them. The following day I have to go there to see how these people are being received fee ambulance, they are blaming the MPs. Right? Because that's why I took it upon myself last year. When you approve C institutions, I visited almost 20 institutions to find out if it is 100% what we have approved, 100%, what have they achieved? The highest figure out of what we have approved is just 20%. That's what it's telling me. Even Ahmad Ba was telling me, the Ministry of Tourism by then, he said only 14%. So yenen digge amut day ne wax ne National Assembly approved ko lolou du dega. And then the other thing that is also happening, how do we fund our programs? Through revenue, through borrowings, and through grants. Our budget for almost, I don't know, since I came to NASA or even before coming to the National Assembly, every budget year, we are running out of a budget deficit. And we know what a budget deficit is. Where are you going to get that money? This is why inflation is going up, because of the budget deficit we are getting. Now when I tell people
jërëjëf honorable Sanneh so tege fu sa baram fim nek ñu dal di may dina ñëwaat ci kanam ci honorable
I tell you just a minute.
Okay.
One minute please. Not only collecting the impresses from the IEC. Alai Mamar Njai should be arrested. Adama Barrow, who combined with him to steal our democracy. Adama Barrow, questioning. What recommendations have you done upon Alai Mamar Njai and the IEC, his followers there?
Wow. When you see Lolo, because we know neka FPAC, you know, you people say democracy. It's not sometimes my democracy is different from the way you people understand democracy. And democracy is a slow progress in development. Let's just accept. You follow a due process. And that's the due process that we are following. That's what we Gambians call for. So we know, because what happened, the auditors presented their report. We look at the report, we have to call the IEC to verify. They are unable to answer. What next? The process is to make sure the police go and investigate. Now we have pushed the police to go and investigate. What happened again? I am seeing a letter on social media that is addressed to the president, telling the president that the police are interfering in their work. I was interviewed yesterday. I said the police have the right to interfere anywhere malpractices are. That is their duty. You cannot say because of you are independent, the police cannot interfere there. They are not even interfering. Something happened. Now, we are waiting for whether the police will be denied. Now, after what we do, how we work, people also have to understand. At the end of everything, we're going to prepare our report and our recommendations, like what we did to the FPAC resolutions. That's why every time we are recovering these monies. So, we take it to the preliminary, we read our resolutions, we read our report, then the preliminary now will tell us if they agree, they vote for it. This is where the problem is. I agree, I never run away from blames. I am ready to take a blame, even if you are going to kill me. Because this National Assembly is a body, it's a group. It's about the majority. So when we start discussions, Barrow has the majority. Because remember NPP, you am Subari. NRP stand for the new act. Then you have independent, 4 independent candidates again, you have Barrow. You have another 5 people nominated. Almost 30 out of 58. So and then when we want to pass a resolution, it has to be deal with the majority, even bills, a percentage. How can we do it when the majority are on the side of Barrow? They don't see it. So in fact, what we are saying, even if it hurts me, it will hurt those who know what is happening. It's the baggers of Barrow. Because if you call an NPP guy, a honorable member, or somebody working for Barrow, will never tell you. We have seen people who we thought that we can learn from them. Sabali is an economist. Sabali is intelligent, no matter whatever difference you have with Sabali. Dr. Sisse is a political scientist who can lecture me in politics. These were the people Dr. Sisse was talking about corruption yesterday. How did Barrow manage to acquire those wealth within a short period? The same Dr. Sisse is coming out today to tell us that people are saying corruption, but they cannot justify corruption. What is corruption? Another word for corruption is dishonesty in office. So is dishonesty not happening? And when funds are diverted? Yes, an audit is an opinion. It's an express opinion.
Honourable so tege fo sa baram rek because time nga dem fim nek ñu daldi may Mr Doudou Ndaw nit Doudou Ndaw mu ngi Gambia te mu ngi tukki Doudou Ndaw ban laajte nga amal Honourable Kebba Sanneh.
Wa assalamu alaykum wa freedom yep ma ngi nuyu déglukat yi ak panélistes yep ñuy Honourable Sanneh ñu ko nuyu diko gërëm ci ñëw bi ñëw freedom liñ fee waxtaane yëpp rek ali Gambia bi nga xam ne mooy waxtaane mbiri réew mi man maa ngi Gambia fi ma toll nii foo ñi laa duggee fi ma toll maa ngi base kon Honourable dina mën a understand how far laa nekk ak lan laa gis li nga xam ne moom moo di xaw ma si commencement yi waxtaan bi fa dama dégg mu ne Adama Barrow mu ngi try xaw ma ne noonu laa ko déggee ndax daf doon wax ne something different waaye foofu laa duggee waaye li ma bëggoon a wax rek mooy rek ne réew mi Honourable yow umpale wuloo ne fuñ toll nii réew mi métti na te naxari na te si fànn boo laal rek am na problème waaye yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen ay represent askan wi suñ jëlee Foni sa constituency nga xam ne boor boobu nga jógee Foni is tey mun naa laa ne is the least developed area in the Gambia amul liggéey amul dara lu fa taxaw lu fa Yaya Jammeh bàyyi woon fa la am te it doesn't have to be Yaya Jammeh it has to be ne Gambia la bokka te development dafa war a tasaaroo te am nañ place am nañ yaatuwaay ba léegi xale yaa ngi dox ay hours di dem school dégg nga xale yaa ngi dox ay waxtu di dem school lopitaan yi soo passé bu ñàkk bi am kañ nga amaat bu am solo te ña fara fa ñu ngaa wax yu mel noonu am na yeneen yoo xam ne nit nañ ko yow nag Member of Parliament du ma la mën a wax ne la te ña développement sax pour indi yooyu sax bu ta liggéey la waaye li nga xam ne comme lu ñoo digal rek ne réew mi doxut ba léegi fañ amoon 10 years 8 years ago su ma yeboo ne fa la ñu am dara demul kanam li fi baax yëpp xëj na projet yaa ko fi indi yow ci sa gis-gis nga gis jamono buñ toll nii président bi xamun na li nga xam ne mu ngi koo fooglu mu ngi koo wax mu ngi koo dox muy Gambia ak politique bi nga xam ne moo nekk si biir dëkk bi dara doxul si fii si biir dëkk bi te yéen parlementaires su ma yeboo ne yéen ay di scrutiny institution bi nga xam ne yéen a am doole conferred to you by the Gambia 1997 constitution from section 100 to 106 yëpp yéen a ko moom am ngeen doole yoo xam ne ku leen soxla mu ngeen koo oo mu ngeen a wax ak moom mu ngeen koo laaj ndax yéen fi mu nekk nii si li nga xam ne mooy scandale bi demee nii si IEC investigation bi di dem on su fekkee te ne investigation si dem nañ through ba li nga xam ne noonu la National Audit Office confirm te moom njiiti réew mi doon wax ne seen opinion la ba ngeen gis ko ndax pare nañ pour wax ne dafa war a resign by and force su fekkee ne benn nit la sax muy independent sax oote loolu si National Assembly bi mu resign mu dem IEC chairman bi ñu ceñ ko Gambia dem another election ndax loolu waan pare nga koo def number 2 nga baala ma rek fi laay am dig damaa tukki nii maa ngi si yoon bi nii ba ñaareelu question bu ma bëgg a laajte tam mooy li nga xam ne moom mooy lembe réew mi si jamono buñ toll nii apart from the IEC scandal affaire yi di new constitution affaire yi diaspora inclusion yow dégg la wax nga fi sànq ne lii nga xam ne ñoom ñoo di parliamentarians is about numbers which is true waaye tamit gisuma fenn since bu changes bi amee 2016 ba léegi gisuma kenn ku taxaw ne dañu war a amend di section 90 boobu nga xam ne mu ngi wax ne mun nañoo def diasporans ñu war a def dem election wala ñu war a be part of that election. And also, of course, we have to go to referendum to make the other change for diasporans to be member of parliaments. But change be, lu xew rek nit ñi dañ jee daw si diaspora bi waaye to actually see somebody in that parliament standing up for the diasporans loolu man daf ma da jaaxal kon maa ngi emagum foofu ma wax ak checkpoint bi.
jërëjëf Mr Doudou Ndaw fi mu nekk ñu dal di may Honourable Kebba Sanneh mu dal di tontu Honourable Sanneh ban tontu nga amal Mr Doudou Ndaw.
Thank you very much, Doudou Ndaw. I don't know whether you had me right or what, but there is nowhere Baro try. Nothing. The country is in a complete mess. The coalition has messed up this country. That's why I started with agreements and whatever. Why Gambia is a special country with special people. Special country with special people. From this weekend, 20,000 women, where them put on El Baro? Who took them there? People are busy on the ground mobilizing. Small papa be kula gisni. Kona buneka small buneka yalla moham. I will now come football. $100,000. Bobla take pro seniority. Juniority $50,000. Nganyo si education be. Mange fay up to 6 girls. Education yeneni support. You get the different courses, 15,000, 14,000, divide. Now you go the boreholes. I'm able to make contacts. Through the record, it's going to be heard all over the world. So through a friend's contact and help, I'm able to bring within my short period 4 boreholes in the community to sort out water problem. And then this season we start me, again the football see, even sport, then again when it comes to education, I make sure I retain the teachers. I'm summer studies, my Thailand. And then filter, again I retain the teachers, summer studies, my Thailand. Others, when they are going for excursion trip, Manglandigo Halis. So do you think that if I am doing that, I don't know the problems going in the country? You get drop school. I denied my family. I cannot even finish my house. I cannot even paint it. You go to my home, it's not even fenced. Some people even want to use that. Honourable Sanneh anytime you see me within this short period building a cement block or a story building, then I'm not serving my people. Lord, my must would be. Because new MPC, ministers, directors, there is no way they're going to be dropouts from school. We will pay. Why? Plus Buneka, not technology plus Bobu, because I'm not doing things because I want to be recognized. I'm not doing things because I want them to elect me next time. My election next time is up to them. I am only saying
I'm not going to do that diaspora vote be. Yo, as an MP, yo, as a member of the National Assembly, yo, lan nga fokk ne mom nga defagum pour diaspora bi mëna vote. Nité diaspora bi mënun di dundal Gambia ba paré waxtu election jotté ñu né ñu bokku len. Diaspora bi yépp la li naxaré. Wow.
Well, me for me, I want time live in diaspora. I know what you people, how much you contribute to the economy. So for me, I know how important you people are. And then you also making a voice or your voice to be heard in the election is very important. Well, I remember I came to Parliament 2021, where in fact I said that I'm just at the learning process, a listener, a learner, and an observer what goes. But remember when they came in, Lutama and the coalition with the mess up country, they were having the opportunity by then to amend areas that they should amend. What weak area did they amend? Even if just that can make the butcher constitution be 40 times, 50 times to suit. No, laws, it's not the laws that will develop this country. It is about the attitude of people. It is about putting the right people into the right positions. It is about fighting corruption. It is about putting people in their right position. You know, some people you need to put them where they belong to. So now in the National Assembly, National Assembly operator, what did they king? Age limit. What do we benefit from age limit? Why would the coalition decide for the first thing age limit? Then at the time when you're on, what did they do? Instead of creating jobs, you close job. Gulbro. We lost Gulbro. 280 staffs became jobless. So this coalition, when they came, instead of creating jobs, they started closing jobs. Our tourism is completely destroyed. Anything Lumuwad, and as soon as and then if you say that National Assembly members will fail us, I agree, I'm part of them. But remember that, like I said, the majority must agree. And then when they bring these bills again, I even made my statement during debate. Any constitution that is coming, it's not be about individuals. It is not about protecting individuals' interests. It is not about protecting the present administrative interests.
Honourable Sanneh, ndax nga gisee mbiri diaspora vote bi yow as a member of the National Assembly?
I'm 100% with it. I am 100% with it. But those drafting, would they bring that? Because don't discuss bill in here unless we come out with our private member bill. But going in the FOFU, is it there? This is why the people, most of them are living diaspora. No one betray. Most of these people, I know them. Freedom newspaper, Gulf News, the Gambia online newspaper, the Echo Online. I can name them. The Daily News. Fighting here, everyone thought I was fighting. When there was change of government, it's all about compensation. Giving them the position because they thought that they were the ones who are fighting for the argument. Even you got the knowledge, you don't get the knowledge, they put you there. Instead of the youth who are part of the king, they are even left behind. When I tell them they are not happy, I'm not trying to leave them. Because the youth who now, you put people in position who were born before computer. And then now we are in the computer era. You expect those people to deliver. When now everything is computerized. You are putting people into position who were born before computer exists.
jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh fi mu nekk ma dal di ñëw si Bura Diba Bura ban laajte nga amal Honourable Kebba Sanneh.
Alay Saliou jërëjëf di nuyu Honourable Kebba Sanneh bu baax a baax Alay Saliou ma ne ko welcome to AG Askan Wi radio diaspora voting wi Alay Saliou mu ngi si 1997 constitution bi sax so implementation bi loolu moo amul soo mënee remember ñoom Pasamba Jaw yóbbu woon loolu ci Supreme Court bi te Supreme Court bi sa confirm na ne diaspora bi dañ war a vote waaye ñii liñ dee wax mooy amuñ xaalis mënuñoo implement loolu foofu la question bi nekk du ndaw waxam bi moom mooy diaspora bi amuñ representative in the National Assembly so mi ngi point out section 90 bi wane ne foofu lañ war a rectify loolu moo woon du ndaw laajteem bu mujjee bi waaye pour ñu pousse implementation di diaspora vote bi boobu tamit nekk na laajte du ndaw so su fekkee kii bëgg na ko answer bala maa laaj question ak seeni question it's like comme National Assembly bi dañ war a am kuy represent foofu diaspora bi so section bu ñu war a rectify du ndaw mu ngi ko wax so xaw ma na bëgg na seeba bala maa move
Go ahead Honourable Sanneh.
Not on to FOFU because like I said, even this constitution, some people don't even understand the process because the constitution that they are talking about is not a table. It was just with the justice minister. It's not even table at the National Assembly. But what normally comes when they come, like some of these things that you are talking about, amendments and then adjustment and other things, when they come, we're going to debate on some of the laws that are left behind. Now we're going to pass it to a committee, and that committee will take care of like what you are saying. But like what we said there, this diaspora voting, government said they don't have money. It's not us to implement. We can only approve. And then we are ready to approve it, all of us. We are ready to approve. No, I don't think anyone is there to say, unless probably now the present government is seeing that diaspora is their enemy. You know, that maybe now they bring a tactics to say this and this because they feel you are the people talking, you are the people saying everything about them. And then for me, you have the right because it happened yesterday.
Okay, Honourable Sanneh, I'm sorry, Bura, for now, I'm not going to go ahead.
Question ma ñëw mooy dégg na ma just duga maa ngi dégg mi ngi wax Babakary Tombong Jatta lim def ak lim de def ci National Assembly bi so which is right Babakary Tombong Jatta taxawaayam ñu bari kontaan nañ ci ak nim def ba indil APRC problème ñun yëpp gis nañ ko waaw waaye tamit ñoom APRC Notu Alliance ñu gis ne dafa mel ni Babakary Tombong Jatta bu mu noon def loolu yëpp tuuri Yaya Jammeh la noonu use so mu mel ni ba léegi ñoom tamit tuuri Yaya Jammeh buñ dee use loolu tamit mu ñoo sonal dafa mel ni ñoom tamit duñ dee jiital seen xel so li tama wax loolu mooy former président bill bi bu mu ñëwee li ñu understand mooy dañ si attach certificate of urgency lu nga xam ne daf ñu cost ñun Gambien si xaalis bu bari te loolu debate bi was former président bill bi te ñu gis ne APRC Notu Alliance bi dafa mel ni ñoom dañ si gis Yaya Jammeh ba concentré duñ too much si bill bi ak bill bi sax nim ñëwee ak beneen bu nga xam ne moo si laaxu because maa ngi tudda gis mi ngi tudda Sabally te beneen bu si laaxu loolu ñoom Sabally lañu arrangé ñoom Sabally lañu waxal ba gis ne d'accord am na so maa ko laaj comme moom former président bill bi nag bokkoon na si ñi nga xam ne ñoom ma àndoon nañ si su fekkee ànd na si lan mooy reasonam My first question.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much thank you very much for your question, and I respect your opinion. Under the ex-president bill, it's about ex-president. Man, I was totally against it for the simple reason, and then the evidence is there. Because if you tell us now, even the judiciary bill, together with the judiciary bill, if you tell us now the ex-president bill to protect ex-president, like at the moment, maybe no. I said Yageme is not here. I'm not a lawyer for Yageme. I'm not a defendant of Yageme. I always sometimes compare the work he has done and what we are experiencing now. That's the only thing I do. I'm not there because time when Yageme I was so close to him. So the ex-president bill was to protect ex-presidents. Now when we look at it, even when they say that no, because it's about this and Yageme is a dictator, must go to court, because we all know, I always tell them, was Yageme a rebel? Was he a coupist? We said Yageme lost elections. He agreed. He said government people have decided. That's where the name originated. And then he said, I'm going to Kalila. They said, no, you cannot sit at Kalila. You have to excuse us. He agreed and signed the agreement to leave the country. But after years, he can come. It's up to him to determine. Now Yageme, when you turn his home family into a military barracks. Come on. His home family, the assets, Ghana Commission, they cannot tell us. So if we are fighting, people think that we are fighting to defend Yageme. They said Yageme was corrupt. They were selling his assets to recover the money for the government. Now that money, they cannot even tell us where that money is. You tell me now, if we ask for that money, are we defending Yageme? Because if and then ex-president,
Thank you very much. I can move on with the second question, but what I want to confirm is like you're vote against the bill. So Nyata APRC no to alliance in your vote on for the bill to pass.
We are 5, but the very day of the voting, it was only 4 of us who were present.
Okay, among the 4.
And then remember, you
who voted against it?
No. Let me tell you what even happened. You remember that ex-president bill, UDP and the 2 Doi people worked out.
Yeah.
You remember? Now the majority of those who are there does not even make difference. 27 of them already they succeeded. Working out is not the solution. For me, I'm going to make
come to that. Yeah, dina ñu ci lolu second ñu dem ci second question because nit ñaa visit na man tam am na yeneen question yu bari waaye ci kanam waaye yaa ngi bokk ci committee FPAC. So yes, the joy right now mooy Gambians dañ gis ne dafa am some public officials yi nga xam ne soo leen ooyee ñoom dañ dee decide agree ak yéen ne ñoom duñ ñëw on camera te da ngeen dee accept loolu ndax loolu seen standing order yi ndax loolu is it right?
Yeah, what I would say here, because we are dealing with banks, you know, public office is not an easy thing. The parents are like to be amna solo. We even debated among ourselves, and we have to even vote either to accept without camera or accept with camera. And then because like I said, everything we're doing is about the majority. And then for me, I'm not that person. When I know people are against it, then I come and I say that for me, I voted this so that I please people. No, I'm not a perfect man to be doing everything right. I'm ready to take blames. But anything we are doing is about the majority. So now if the bankers were saying that it's a very sensitive thing, this could harm the bank, this could harm the economy, because this was an investigation. So if they start naming people publicly and people are seeing and people are misinterpreting, because sometimes when people see, you cannot just conclude to say it's corruption. You have to wait. Some people are just witnesses. So being a witness is not that you are already found guilty. Why you don't understand? Some people speak based on emotions, some people speak based on opposition. So based on their political emotion. So sometimes they get it wrong. So student when you advise said, look, if we can have it from you, this is a sensitive thing, because some of the names that we are going to give, probably if we give them, some of them are not in the country, and certain information, they might even withdraw their monies. And then it's going to be detriment to our economy. That's where now we have to debate. Do we allow it or not? So where the majority concluded, that's where sometimes you see without camera. And I'm not going to tell you I voted yes, I said it. I don't want when it's wrong, I said I'm not part of the wrong. Because I'm not going to be the one who's always be the right, doing the right thing. Well, Limo Amon, but for this one, I tell you this, I personally, I'm not going to get everything right. But even if I'm going to serve only this one term, I will stand by what the majority people want. And then what I also hate, Yesterday you cannot be saying this was bad. Today you want to tell me it's good. Even if it is bad, even if it is good, you want to tell me I'm going to put you through to tell you it was you who was telling me yesterday it was bad. Why would you tell me today is good?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honourable. But Honourable, information mi ngi leak about comme no len de handle ñi. So nit ñi understand mooy ñii dañuy rus rek pour ñëw nekkal live on camera. Bu ko defee seen wax bi tamit du yéen rek Gambien si tamit am nañ si cër pour ku nekk tamit nga xalaatal sa bopp ndax lii ñi li ñoo wax ndax lii make na sense or not. waaye di gis ne yéen da ngeen ñi te even IG tamit ñëwoon na request na loolu so IG bon lan mooy di reason ba pare dama fan la yow tamit war nga ñëwal sa personal opinion wane na ndax
waaw xaaral ma personal opinion.
Yeah, okay.
Xaaral ma ñëw personal opinion. You know this is a public interest and then kuneka you are free to express what your opinion is, and then that opinion that you are expressing, not everyone got the right. Probably you have to get the right information. This is something that hurt all of us. But remember, like I said, it is the democracy that you people call for. This is a slow, we take a process, and that's the process that we are. We are not doing anything. In fact, when they started this camera business, I was not in the country. By then I went to Abricos, from Abricos I went to CAD. So I missed some of this session. But I'm not going to tell you I'm not part of it. I'm not going to tell you I'm not part of it because I'm part of the committee. So I'm not going to say when it's bad, I'm not part of it. And when people are saying, clapping, I said, that one I'm part of it. I'm not that type of person. I am part of whatever. If people disagree, it's unfortunate. Even if it is wrong. But let me tell you, it is the demand. And the IG when he came, remember we have 2 IGs. In fact, this is something that we are even informed not to start discussing with the media. We are not going to go very much in detail because we are getting very sensitive information. We are gathering the evidences. So if I start discussing that and people start using that to interpret it, it's not going to be good for the investigation. I remember, as I tell you, some of these people and some of the names we are getting, they are not in the country. How do we get back? And then the purpose of the investigation is to get our monies back and get those people punished. That's the purpose. Now, if they come, they start now. We have to sometimes lie with them. Not that we will be just dance to their cue, but we sometimes have to because we need information from them, and then we cannot force them to say this. So we push them questions. That's why even I recommended Kebba Toumanding. He's part of Barrow, but he understands now. I tell him it is you to help Barrow. You are nominated to help Barrow. But if you try to back Barrow and you know what is happening here, the reports are here. It is not me writing. It is not me investigating. It is you. But I will tell you that we would do our work without fear or favor and perfectly. That one, because the investigation is a peg under FPAC. The people there, I know them. Whatever tricks these people play, because the IG who was there, let me just say this, went, and then he was the one starting the investigation. Later he was removed, the other IG came. And then this IG said he was never brief.
Yang mean the former IG Abdoulaye Sanyang?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The investigation started when the former Abdoulaye Sanyang was there. But later, we realized that the investigation stopped. And then when the new IG came, according to him, he was not aware. You know, these are things I not even mentioned now. We are on the investigation. I don't want my friends to come, look, Honourable, we are doing an interview, you started saying things that we agree. Because you see, I don't want to be that person that they'll be blaming. But when he came, he said that during the handing over, he was never in brief about this. He only knew it when he was working TV, and then that's the time he called for a meeting. What happened to this one? You see? Now, if we invite that guy, he tell us, look, because I was not put in picture, I was not brief, can you allow me gather more information? So we said no. No, we cannot say no. You took over, you are not brief, and then we need the evidences. What stop the investigation? So far the investigation, what you have done, we need that report. We have to give them a deadline. So if they cannot give us this date, we have to agree. And then we will see the former IG, and we will also talk to the present IG. So yesterday I was even brief. You know why today I stayed? My stepmom passed away when I was not here, and tomorrow is the 48th day charity. But when you told me interview on Wednesday, if I go this evening in my village, the network is poor. You will not be able to hear me. And I want people to hear me. Whether I'm going to say rubbish or whatever, I want people to hear me.
te loolu ñu ngi ko rafetlu bu baax Honourable Kebba Sanneh ne yaa ngi am dëj ñu ngi njëkk a jaale sa yaay bu ndaw bi génn àddina ñu ngi rafetlu bu baax li nga xam ne moom nga decide pour toog pour def interview bi nii because of fii nga mun a amee a very good connection dan boo nekkee in the village loolu ñu ngi ko rafetlu bu baax waaye fi mu nekk Honourable ñu dal di may rek Jibril Fadia Jibril ban laajte nga amal Honourable Kebba Sanneh.
Wa assalamualaikum maa ngi leen a nuyu yéen ñëpp daaw naa liit nag waaye Honourable Toumanding kii moom suma waay la de Alaaji Salleh kii suma MP la kii man maay boromam waaw Sanneh Kunda la waaye nag maa ngi leen a sant di leen gërëm bu baax a baax waaye dama bëgg a disagree ak yéen ñëpp waaw président Adama Barrow liggéey ma ko njëkkee mooy maalo njaakoon na Gambia ñaari yoon nga xam ne amut soo amee xaalis sax doo gis maalo te bi président Adama Barrow toogee léegi dëgg la maalo seer na waaye maalo am na dëgg la essence seer na essence am na jàmm am na ci réew mi amoon na foo xam ne tollu woon nañ fa tuutee des Gambia mu demee noonu waaye président Adama Barrow nit la koo xam ne ku teey la dëgg nag moom su ma ko gisee fi ma ko gis dama ko wax góorgóorlu na mu ngi ut lopitaan boo xam ne mu ngi koo sampa te dina mun a accommodate more than 1,000 beds sampa na high school yu bari through Holland Foundation bi jàppale nañ ko courant bi dëgg la Gambia musuta doy waaye def na si ay jéego yu bëree bëri wax dëgg neex yàlla try na dafa nekk ne lii la mun rek te ñun ñoo ko fa def waaye itam démocratie bi itam Gambia yokku na de waaw yokku na waaw am na moom itam loo xam ne yokku na fa am na tolérance yoo xam ne moom itam am na ko ku nekk soog ko waxal ko li nga xam ne mooy digga ñaareel bi digga naa fi Honourable Fabakary Tombong Jatta doomi Gambia bu baax la liggéeyal na réewam ba pare itam li nga xam ne loolu la am fu mu nekk nii nekk speaker of the house nekkul ne dañ ko force mbéere bi def ko dafa def coalition muy jiite ñun suñ parti bi muy APRC so with that agreement loolu moo tax mu am place boobu disaar na moo daan place boobu noonu te foog nañ ne ñun suñ leader la te ñu ngi happy bu baax a baax ku ko bëgguloo ko ñun expect ñu everybody bugga ko waaye négatif yi ñoo wax si moom dama foog ne ñun ñëpp kenn ku ci nekk am nga négatif si sa bopp responsibility biñ ko jox nominated member la kenn saanilu ko waaye nag mus nañ koo saanil ñaari yoon taxaw na sax ndax am élection boo xam ne no oppose la woon mu taxaw Talinding mu win ko kon nit ñu baax lañ Honourable nag maa ngi koo sant di ko gërëm bu baax a baax wax yi maa ngi koo déglu maa ngi koo teewlu bu baax a baax and I agree with him léegi rek laa xam ne président Adama Barrow weda mu jox ñu ko wala joxuñ ko ñun ñoo ko war a faytal suñ boppa ñun diaspora it is about time that ne ñun ñu ngi contribute te Gambian lañ te suñ réew moo ñu amalut luñ bugga moo tax ñu génn pour dem uti yaaxuñ dari Gambia dañ fi ñëw di def lu baax am fi dara am fa leneen dara kon nag benn président waru ñoo deny suñu right to vote we have to do everything possible to make sure that the next election by force ñu bokk si ballot box lu tax duñ amuñ xaalis pour ñun ñu vote te am xaalis pour now anywhere they want am xaalis pour dem Maka 20 times wala 15 times wala 7 times te benn yoon rek la require woon pour doomi aadama kon nag bu fekkee ne am nañ xaalis pour def ko ci loolu lan moo tax amuñ xaalis pour Gambien si ndax xaalis boobu noonu ñun ñoo tax mu nekk fa so lii loo xam ne la ñun diaspora bi ñun ñoo war a jóg taxaw pour suñ boppa why do you have to fight for others and we don't fight for ourselves we are Gambian ak suñ nawle yi lañ fi nekkal Guinean si dañoo vote Sénégalais why wouldn't Gambian si vote Honourable
jërëjëf Fadia fi mu nekk ñu daal di may Honourable Kebba Sanneh mu daal di tontu
waaw Adama tontu ko ma nuyu ko suma doom la Adama ma nuyu ko then after that I'm going to differ with him you know lu ñuy wax ni it's about an individual we are talking about Adama Barrow's administration so suñu waxee ne Adama Barrow succinctly lead try na bu baax I don't understand because man I base everything that I say on the reports before if you have said this I don't have access to the reports I would have agreed with him because I don't have access to the reports but now I'm seeing even the National Assembly Committee reports they are not positive every day is mismanagement FPAC is full of mismanaged reports millions tourism millions. COVID-19 funds, millions. IEC, millions. What are we talking about when we say that Legi administration will get try? This is what is responsible of the high cost of living. What puts this high cost of living? What puts this inflation? This has the results of the budget deficit. Legi, millions to make it. How do you create jobs? If you cannot create jobs, how can we say that our administration will get try? You cannot create jobs. Last time I had the problem with the minister. He said that they are creating 150,000 jobs. I said with a broken economy. Now they said food production in the Gambia has increased. I said how? When food importation has increased, how do you justify to say that food production in the Gambia has increased? What percentage? Those reports are false. We have to be honest. We are not talking about an event. Yes, people not like my disagreement with Tom Monjata, my forming a coalition. Now, I don't have any problem, and I will never disrespect him. Coalition began now. If it is him now, it's about coming out from the coalition, you build some party. Why is he's there? Why is he still there? He's not talking about coming out. And then the reason why APRC is divided is about coalition. That was the reason some of us said we are not going. If I told Tombo was just now out, Mungita Ofale, you are doing them sit Tombo. Now you can start blaming us. But Tombo is still with NPP. NPP is its own party. So you could do then Tombo. What we disagree with Tombo is taking the party and giving it to Barrow, and he's not coming out. That's my problem. But if Tombo will declare today, coalition I will lead the process of reconciliation of bringing Fabaka Tomongata and Yatamba together. But he has not declared that. That's the biggest challenge we are having. If we tell our people, let's go and reconcile. The question is, how do we reconcile when Tombong is still with Adamabaro? How do we reconcile?
Honorable, hamna ne somme Jibril, hamna du ñaka Jibril amna lu mbuga comment. Jibril, go ahead.
waaw jërëjëf honorable li mu wax dëgg la bu fekkee ne ñoom ñu dem ci Barrow moo leen naxari woon te ba léegi ñu ngi nekk si coalition dina xaw a jafe ñu nekk benn loolu moom I totally agree that ne ba léegi nii ñun tam dañ mi commitment man mi si laa bokk ba 2026 waaye duñ bàyyi ba 2026 ñuy door because suñ buggee bàyyi ba 2026 then mun nañoo toog ñu ne ok des na 2 weeks wala 3 weeks naka nga bàyyee nit ñi all this while nga dellu si ñoom 2 weeks nga naan leen kaay leen ñu def nangam loolu dafa impossible however yëpp ñu ngi nekk si coalition bi ba pare ñuy work on how we gonna come together because noonu la ñoo xoolee suñ strength APRC is not gonna die loolu moom man maa la ko guarantee we are all APR man am green all the way even though bu fekkee ne dañ ñoo support loolu coalition bi la because of majority bi ñoo d'accord on pour ñu def ko but that doesn't mean ne man dama nekk MPP am not man nekkuma sax si benn MPP group nekkuma si benn not
mu nga ñu may Jibril rek léegi mu ñëwaat
yeah I respect that yeah
mu nga Jibril yaa ngi disappear woon for about 5 seconds di nga mën a repeat
waaw dafa amoon call bu doon li ma doon wax rek mooy ne man I totally agree with your opinion that ne is one APRC dañ am different bi moo nekk dañ dem jàppale keneen ku dut ñun so te loolu tam dëgg la te lu ñu yóbbu woon yëpp amuñ yëpp waaye tam we anticipated that ne ñu am yëpp waaye nag suñ parti bi moom suñ parti la te dinañ dundal suñ parti bi duñ nekk rek di support keneen forever loolu moom duñ ko def dañoo seet suñu waaye nag il faut ñu test suñ strength te fik waa notre coalition tam jàppane il faut ñu jógee fële ñu nekk ñun benn loolu tam duma leen si bileem ñoom ñoo moom seen boppa so ñun itam ñun ñoo war a seet ndax bugga nañ loolu ndax bugguñ loolu ndax loolu mooy ci best for us ndax nekkul di best for us waaw maa ngi ko sant nag suma waay la mu ne man doomam la kii am na problème ok
jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh lan nga bugg a tontu si li Jibril wax
because lu mu wax nii that the majority went to coalition the majority never left I mean on the ground I said that I do things based on assessment and based on reports the majority never decided to go for the coalition. This is why the problem. I respect Tom Monjata. Tom Monjata has done great for this country. There is nowhere I'm going to disrespect Tom Monjata. But my disagreement with him is going for the coalition, fine. Because the reason was they said they don't want a party to win, they want Barrow to win. Now it's over. If it was me now, I'll come back. Why I know you people did not agree, that's our problem. I am back. We will meet him there. Now we know APRC. Now, so certain a time, APRC Tom Monjata has never organized a rally. Tom Monjata has never organized a press conference. By time 2017, 2018, I said I was working at the abattoir. Press conference, rally, every time, every month, every week, or every 2 weeks, Tombo was organizing. But Tombo became mute, immediately he joined with Barrow. So where are we now? So, and some of us said no.
Jibril am na lu mu wax Jibril go ahead.
waaw li ma bëgg a wax foofu rek mooy ne pour ne ñun organising li fi naka la tuddaati organising la xam nga dañ nekk si coalition and it's very sensitive because NRP ak ñeneen ñi fa nekk yëpp none of them kenn ci ñoom organise lifin organise rally loolu is true but that doesn't mean that dañu def congress that doesn't mean that dañoo am executive meetings that doesn't mean that dañoo dem meeting toos ñun ñu ngi just comme executive baa ngi dem fu mu nekk ni dem meeting LRR URR barka dimba rek lañ mujjee West Coast loolu yëpp pour dem si suñu lifin ñu ngi def suñu other programmes waaye pour def bigger rally kenn ku nekk si coalition bi defu ko so loolu moo tax rek.
Go ahead, Honourable Sanneh.
loolu moo tax ñu wax ne they are still NPP because ñoom join an NPP du ñu mën a def rally so what is that congress for? The purpose of that congress is just now to because boobu lu moo ko laajte every 2 years now to go around to tell them they are still NPP is its own party lu tere pour ñoom léegi ñu génn ñu defar suñu parti bi because ñooñu what you said I agree is sensitive because at the moment they are still with the coalition so loolu moo tax ñu wax ne duñu join loolu moo tax ba léegi join ñu so problème bu nekk APRC si ñoom la because NPP is its own party. So APRC went to support it, they supported and they have won the election. They have to come out and prepare for 2026. So this Congress, Bunyan Nekadi them the Accra, we put the Balkan, because what he said is right. You cannot wait 2 weeks before election, what preparation have you made? It's now that we come, because the local people, the way you understand and the way I understand, so I need money, nine them you work as a Tombong Jata. The question is, Tombong is still with Barrow. How can we join him? What would be the answer? No answer.
Harabon ñu move si Apply Sanyang. Apply ban laajte nga amal Honourable Kebba Sanneh.
Thank you, Alai Salio. I have abundant, full of back. Kebba Sanneh, thank you very much. APRC, the original APRC, the photocopy will rest in peace sooner or later, together with MPP. Gambians will take over their country. Moyokala Silolo, suma brother Jibril Fadia, fumo pus mo xamna Fabakal Toumanding Sanneh is a betrayer. I never wanted to. But now continue. Manyola to the side of Foni with the Senegalese. You've been an MP. You see at the turntable there, at that curve there, at the bridge when entering Foni, before Kanila Johnson, where the Senegalese have put their barras. You've been an MP. You don't raise that matter. A lot of accidents. Even barrows, even convoys have accidents there. Our citizens are dying. Our people are dying in every factor, in every sector. You don't raise that matter up. State Department have given an advice that at the border, Foni is all around with the border with customers. They say they are full of landmines. You don't raise that matter with the security council chairman with Sidinjai. Our citizens are at risk. There's a lot of speculations in the air that Gambia is not safe. What are you, the parliamentarians, are doing about this? Barrow have no clue. If Barrow have the promise he have given to the Gambian people, today our country will not be such a way. British woman was being murdered, an American. A lot of foreigners are dying in the Gambia. We, the citizens of that country, I call an alarm. Even Gambians are killing one another. What are the changes? And people are saying Barrow is working. Our fellow citizens are dying behind him. He is collecting money from our women in Basse. $150 for a membership. If people knew about this. Thank you, sir.
Jërëjëf Apply fi mu nekk ñu may Honourable Sanneh mu dal di tontu. Honourable Sanneh ban tontu nga amal Apply Sanyang?
Well, tontu bu may am Apply, I don't know whether Apply is following. We one time even had a press conference. Immediately we came new at Campant. This accident, I think later I'll send you the videos where I have been making deliberations on it. How many accidents? I said you people talk about democracy, about the suffering of people that you want to bring to an end. Not an accident, not a business is not destroys that curve. And then I think Apply, if you could remember, you had when the 5 Foni MPs met Barrow. Did you try to find out what we discussed with Barrow? Our expression was that curve that you are talking about. Until Barrow told us that he never knew that people used to farm at that place. We told him that that cough has even stopped by they stopped Nanditi, Puridik Bay Fofu. What accident that cough, even last week, that interview yesterday, I can even pass the we are talking about it. It's like we are talking to deaf ears. Like Foni is like under punishment. Let me just tell you, I said we are there not only for Foni, but we always speaking about the suffering of Foni. You heard when that guy at Gilamfari was shut down. It is through our pressure. They wanted even to bring the body from Senegal and they just bury it. Because we have all the evidences. We said no. We need a post-mortem to get all the evidences for tomorrow. And that's how we manage to post things until Barrow has to give us 1.3 million that he said is for charity. He gave it to the family. But what of Arnold Gata, who was shot in 2017? Was he given any penny? No. What of those 5 people? Even some people in Foni will come out, no, people, because those people are there on these illegal activities like they are farming cannabis. Is there any law that has authorized the police to shoot anyone with drugs? International law, be it a domestic law or international law. Do we have it anywhere? But it is people who will come out to use that to defend. That's what you people democracy, that's what you people said you fought for. Did you fight to shoot people only for farming cannabis in Foni? That up to date, there is no report. So I disagree with him when he said that we are not speaking, or we are speaking, but it's like we are speaking. Some have been saying that it's Gageme's rebels. We are not trying to defend Gageme. And in fact, the accidents that are happening in that den, most of them is not from people that are not from Foni. The truck just even fall just last week. The truck. Businesses have been completely destroyed. I told them that we are documenting everything. A day will come, this government will come to an end. We will investigate, and then everything will be recovered just as 2 people did. But when we speak, others will come that are defending the Ageme. Yes, usually Ageme's asset, and then usually for public interest. And the public is not seeing that interest. We are not seeing that money. So when my son is telling me that Barrow is doing well, I don't know how. Being a president, where in this world would even peacekeepers occupy State House? You tell me. You people are living in America and Germany, you are living in Europe. Where in this world? Who is advising him that our State House, I even mentioned it. I said our State House is under occupation. Did we change the narrative? No. The Minister of Justice Dauda even came out to say that it is wrong, we should not be saying that we are under foreign occupation. I told him I will say it 1,000,000 times. I said, look, I don't fear anything. I don't fear. I'm not born even to fear. And I'm not trained to fear things. But I'm not going to be part of those who will start trouble. Let me just make that clear. There is nowhere in this world where peacekeepers will occupy State House. There is nowhere in this world where peacekeepers would man checkpoints on highways where they are causing accident. So if you say that the MPs are not talking, we are talking, but we are not getting support. The whole Foni, any genuine person, especially people who are following us, know what we are saying. It's just that nothing is being done to it. And that's where we can stop. That's our limit. But our press conference, I think I have the soft copy that we complained to Barrow. I will try to look it, if possible, I'll submit to you so that you submit it to Abdullah Sanneh. We are fighting. Even anything that happened, Almami Kebba is going. Almami Kebba is receiving insults of any kind. And some of these insults are from our own Foni people, who, because of why they are with alliance with Barrow. It's happening. Some of us, they are fighting us to remove us. It's just that we are lucky God is helping us. We are serving our people. But if not, what they are even planning now to kick us out. But it's not for to our people. But everything that happens there, we are going there. Is there any draw? Let someone come out just and correct me. Where it is said that people with drugs can be fired, especially this cannabis. How many drug containers disappeared in this country at the ports? How many drugs disappeared at the airport? How many drugs disappeared at the courthouse? Has anyone ever been shot down? Now shooting people at Foni is okay because they are farming cannabis. These are the statements some people are making. That's why I said Gambian people are special people with special operations. It is always about their interests. This was a government that people were saying clapping. Some of them were in the system until the day they were kicked out. That's the time this government became bad to them. But since the starting, everything was wrong. Because that's what I told them. The 5 directors of Foni that were sacked immediately. What happened? You tell me. Among the CDS, how was Masari Kinte the best qualified person to be called to be given the position of CDS? And when he came, all those scholars, senior and guys were all dismissed and terminated. Who was talking? This was happening when I was not an MP. And now I'm saying it. I will never stop saying it. The groupies, the terrorists, we are given a red carpet here, and then the groupies were even reassented into the army, promoted and compensated. While those who did nothing were kicked out of the army. Is everything right? Everything went wrong, so how can we go and support Barrow? How can we go and make affiliates of Barrow? When we talk like, let someone come and tell me, Honourable Sanneh, what you are saying is all lies. And then they say that no, they are foreign Gambia because of their dollars. What has tried? In fact, I speak Mandinka better than Jola. But the groupies, yesterday they are celebrated. Terrorists. People are even sponsored to make demonstrations. The APRC party is not doing that. That's why I say that this democracy that you tell the country is safe, give the credit to APRC. If you are doing what you people are doing, the country will not be safe because everybody is suffering. We all know that.
Jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh, fi mu nekk ñu dal di
sorry my inject fee.
Okay.
The second part of it, the trucks that they meet or the timbers the Senegalese forces must all the time seize. Truck in they seize. Send timber in a business mo fa nek lo Adama Barrow mo fa. Lo yi si muna wax. Okay, just they always seize vehicles with timbers or donkey cars with timbers. Can you come to that and enlighten we the Gambians why they are
exactly?
Thank you.
I will come. Now I told you I don't speak based on hearsay, I speak based on evidences. According to the audit report, they found that this timber issue, timber sales, there was money transferred from this account to a government account in Senegal, which was about 50 million. The first transfer was $50 million. Later, another transfer of 50 million. In total, $100 million was transferred to an account in Senegal. Who is behind the business? I'm not going to conclude to say it's the president, because in the transfer, it's not showing it's from the president's account to Macky Sall's account. But what the evidence is that we have, it is a transfer from an account in government to a Senegalese account. But ask yourself, it's all the work of the coalition. You cannot run out. How did these securities come in? They should have not been at the State House. Why would they occupy our State House? Why would they be in Foni? Why would they be shooting our Foni people and killing them at the borders? What action has been taken? We have seen the transfers, $100 million transferred to a government account in Senegal. We are making follow-up. All those things are the queries. We have made our recommendations. That's what I'm saying. We are doing our best. But when it goes to preliminary, it depends on what they vote for. This is why I tell them the good thing is we are making our reports and filing our reports. Change of government will come. When I don't know.
Go ahead, apply. Honourable Mel, apply.
Alaji, content as my brother. There are good sons within us still now. I love you that word that we are under foreign occupation. The millions they are paying to the foreign forces in our country, that money can be utilized. The threat Adama Barrow is facing of Yaya Jammeh outside the country, the Gambians come together and unite. Yaya Jammeh come home. Kukoy Sambasanya was tried in the Gambia in absentia, and his followers. Gambia, we are one people. Call this unity. Call this unity. Let Gambians come together. We end this battle between ourselves. There is no enemy within. It's only that Gambians don't sit and discuss. Let's see the love that binds us together. That's the Gambia. Call this being an MP, representing the voice of our people. Let's call upon one another. Let's unite the enmity even within APRC, see eye to eye and end this. That's the voice I can add to you. There is no enemy within us. The Gambians feel one another. Allah salute. Thank you, sir.
Jërëjëf apply. Honourable da nga bëgg turn to apply.
That's the only way forward. That's why I say that we wanted to correct a system. I was not part of those who voted for King, but I agree with King because no situation is permanent. But how did the King start? It started with a mess up. It started with tribal lines. It started with hate. People will like it, they don't like it, that's the reality. Because why targeted so many people that region? Even the constitution that are talking bad constitution, bad constitution. This constitution was voted yes all over the country. But now it became a funny constitution and yeah, a constitution. Anything there. those millions, those people, Yaya Jammeh appointed almost every village in Gambia you go. They will tell you they have an ex-minister, an ex-director, an ex-senior personnel, and an ex-convict. Every village you go. I'm a brother to Bun Sanneh. Bun Sanneh was put in prison. I'm a brother to Lanto Motamba. Lanto Motamba was put in prison. So you cannot say that Foni did not experience. Foni even experienced more. But when it became Foni again, this king, Foni was punished. For what reason? The tribe was even punished. Why was I even stuck at the abattoir? The only abattoir we have. I was making follow-up. Toumanding knows. Boricoli knows. Rambos knows. Part of the abattoir inside is sold. Now they cannot build because they fooled them to say that they are going to build another abattoir within an abattoir, and that abattoir is going to employ 800 people. I was very stubborn. They even buried a black sheep there for me, either to live or to die. When they were doing it, someone has to call me in the village. I started laughing. I said they don't know the person they are dealing with. Me, I rest everything in the hands of God.
Jërëjëf honorable.
They were able to pick me out, but what happened to them? The abattoir, the still now go inside the abattoir. It's not fair. Go and visit the abattoir and see. And yesterday, it was the people going there because I was there. They were fighting the argument. They take photos and send it to Freedom newspaper. They take it there. Honourable Sanneh in this abattoir, but now no one is taking photos.
Okay, fi mu nekk ñu may Mr. Baboucarr Mbodj. Mr. Mbodj, go ahead.
Man, li ma bëgg a laajte dama just echo li suma sister Jukka di laajte every time mooy suñ $28 billion bi dem to NAWEC bi nga xam ne since bi nguur gi ñëwee benn tey between the EU and other organizations jox nañ leen $28 billion pour ñu refurbish NAWEC pour nit ñi mën a am courant. And my question is nit ñi amuñ courant kenn gisul xaalis bi. What happened to it? And lan la FPAC di def because FPAC knows about this problem.
Jërëjëf, very important question. Fi mu nekk ñu daal di may Honourable Sanneh. Honourable Sanneh, go ahead. Mun nga génne mute bi, Honourable Sanneh.
Very important question, and I'm going to give a very important answer because the FPAC work based on the audit report. And then if there any report that comes there, I said we are there. For me, I'm not looking for any wealth. I am that person. In fact, when you know me, you see me. You know the type of person I am. Sometimes I meet people, I say they don't even know that I'm an MP. So what happened to that money? In fact, that's why I said the mess up all started. Where NAWEC is even nothing because now where is that person who was there when this 28 million? Is that today made the minister promoted? You tell me how we can solve the problem. The person was there, and for me, I one time said the recent minister is not even qualified, even to be even appointed as a director. Why? Because he came out when he was about to lose his position to say that he was part of the sabotage in Yaya Jammeh by disrupting services. So that people can hate Yaya Jammeh. And they said yes, he was part of the fight and he was compensated and given the position of a director. So that's what should happen. Should I now undermine Barrow and then say that to Barrow give me the position also? Should I now be undermining Barrow so that the next government come and I'll tell them I was the one doing this? You tell me. Now again, somebody advised the agreement between them and Senegal. John was almost dismissed. He has to resign. They signed an agreement with Senegal.
Honourable Sanneh, can we John?
He was working for NAWEC. He was a staff of NAWEC.
Okay, Yakale.
He was a senior staff, and he advised them that the agreement is not good. They went and signed an agreement with Senegal. The worst thing is they are paying in dollars, not even in dollars or in CFA. Senegal is using CFA. They should have agreed even in CFA is better, but they agreed in dollar. Today, how much is a dollar? When they were signing the contract, the dollar was roughly, I can say 60. Today, how much is the dollar? 70 something. So, and then that's what they're asking, is millions. Again, when you look at the report again, they owe Turkey. That Turkey electricity ship, it's millions. Again, when you go again, they owe GMPC. Maybe that one you can say is a government that they are blaming the Gambia that Gambia was using state institutions to find this and this and this. But now, NAWEC, as I speak to you, they owe Central Bank, they owe Social Security and Housing Finance, they owe Senegal millions, they owe Turkey millions, and there are millions for Senegal and Turkey is in dollars. And the GMPC, 5 institutions in the Gambia that NAWEC owe. But if you tell people now, those who support them, Barrow, no. And now like what you are saying, electricity is like jumping lights. You are like you're in a discotheque. It's even destroying all people's properties. Yes, it's all right. And we say we are enjoying democracy. People have been killed in their homes. Jammeh's security, would you compare?
Sorry.
This year I thought
Honourable. Yeah, internet. So just a little bit, because I think that we are going out of question. Lan mo jot xaalis boobu ak fan la xaalis boobu dugga. No, and the politics around it, yeah, but you mën ko lijjanti later. Right now, fan la xaalis bi dugga. Fan la dugga exactly.
Si loolu laa nekk di wax ne we work based on the audit report. Auditor si indi, this could be a breakdown. There are a lot of listen the mismanagement from NAWEC. Is broken into different reports. Maybe it did not come as 28 million fan la duga. So whatever the auditors pick up and they bring it there, that's what we debate. So at the moment when we debate, we are even asking the police to do the investigation. That's where but now where the money is only when the police come out with their report. And remember, the police are appointed by the government.
So if I can get you right, so Yen Hamlen FPAC didn't know where that $28 billion is and how they spend it.
No, because like you are asking this question and then I need to find out because we have a lot of audit reports. So for me to say this specific question, I say we don't know, I might give a wrong answer. But what I'm telling you, we are working on based on the audit reports. So I will try to find out, maybe my next interview, I'll feed you the information. But when we get these audit reports, what we normally do, we call the concerned person as a witness. Well, this is what the auditors said. What is your take? Then they say, when we see that there's a push and pull, we go by the auditor's final recommendation. If the auditors will stand by to say that since the witness did not cooperate, the next thing we recommend to the criminal that the police must investigate the matter. Even now, we are going to act when the police submit their reports. Now is the delay of these reports. Probably your democracy again. You know me, I'm a dictator because they said they want this. For me, I told you that if I was the president now, my mile 2 is filled. I'll be building a new mile 2. Because this corruption I'm not going to accept and I'm not going to allow. You are taking millions and I said I'm going to wait till when you are taken to court, no. And then the funny thing is, those people who are accused of these things continue working and continue occupying that position. You tell me how we're going to sort out the problem. This is what we are experiencing here. So some of us are talking. Not everybody is silenced. Maybe some of you today's the first day to be hearing me my interview. There are people who don't follow me. Before I used to have frequent interviews with King FM. I am stopped there. Remember the 40 million was given to media houses. What was it for? They said to promote government agenda. And then later when we find out there is a the others thing is saying 42, the other 40. Now we are asking for evidences and explanation.
Because when you are on radio and you say you are a dictator, because you are president, president in affairs, and we just came out from dictatorship. But we elect you through democracy process, and you sit down here and telling definitely you are not electors because you don't believe in our process. That is scary.
No, that's your understanding. I respect how you understand it. But what I'm telling you, why all this is happening, is it democracy? What we are talking about, this mismanagement of funds when the people are suffering, is it what you fought for? Is it what you fought for? So I said what the other guy was doing, that's what he was fighting. I'm going to fight that. That one I'm going to say, I'm not going to allow this corruption to continue. I cannot allow that.
Which other guy?
No, what I'm saying, Jammeh was fighting this. Most people went to jail because of corruption. Today, there are people who disagree with Jammeh because they were not maybe privy to have this information, what was happening. Even me, when I was there, I was having but people were sacked.
I will try not to go into the debate about Jammeh because I was part and parcel of the people who fought tirelessly to get rid of Jammeh because we all believe come the call of Allah. Man, I don't have my feelings on that. So, but I don't know you, so I will respect you for that, and I will not go into the debate.
Exactly. So that's why I don't want about from another man's person is another man's mouth. I agree with you when you are bitterly fought, but what he was fighting for, I also have to raise it to you to understand. And then this is what we are now expressing. Because this country, we need to control attitude. Attitude is the problem. We will even be blaming Barrow, but the problem in this country is attitude. Attitude problem. Who to control attitude?
No, actually, the problem in this country more in a parliament, because parliament is supposed to control the executive. They are the boss of the executive. They are the watchman of the executive.
How is that possible?
No. We the people, we voted for people to work the executive. So many, we have voted the wrong people into parliament. Yes, I can agree. We have voted a lot of wrong people into the parliament. Yes, I can agree on that. But parliament, the same legal. And that is why we have all this problem.
Mungo Mr. Mboj soko me rek mu dal di tontu Honourable Sanneh di mu nga jël 1 minute nga tontu su ko defé ñu move forward tem ñu am laacc yu bari.
I agree with you when you say parliament is not working. I agree. But what is the composition of parliament? The majority came through the ruling party. The ruling party, what they see is the party. Those MPs, that's what they see, and they are the majority. How would the parliament work when all these wrongs are happening? So if you blame, I'm part of them. I'm going to accept the blame. But let's look at it. What is the cause of that, the blame? Those people, what they are seeing is the party. It's not the wrongs that are going. People not even like what I am saying. Like even when I'm saying I become a dictator. No, I'm going to control attitudes. Because I'll follow a due process. But that's what I'm saying. But I'm not going to allow it because there is no law that is saying that if you have found one thing, like what is happening, you have to go under suspension even if you go have salary. Why is that is not happening? Listen to the councils, the commission of these area councils. One person collecting and then taking all the money. And when the people are suffering that they need water in villages. And then you tell me that, okay, you fought for years. Literally, I agree with you. But now, even me, before, I was not part of those who fought against Jammeh. But when he lost, the first way I was saying, okay, yes, because he cannot be there forever. Yes, there is a lot of accusation. Jammeh did this, Jammeh did that. Yes, Jammeh is a dictator, Jammeh is a killer. The number of people killed, the number of people murdered, if I come with the statistic today and we compare, and those people killed, we never come out with reasons why they are killed. Like what I'm saying, because no law is licensing anyone to go and kill without a due process. But for you, they are shooting people and killing. How many people are going to condemn?
Jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh fi mu nekk bala maa ñëw si buraadi ba Jibril Fadiya rek Honourable waxtaan ji su demee ba jeex te waxtaanee woon Foni Jarrol fi nga jógee bon dafa mel ni we are not doing a favor to the people of Foni Jarrol te foofu nga jógee so baax na tamit ñu laajte ay laajte yoo xam ne dina jëriñ ñi nga xam ne ñoo dëkk foofu sa Foni Jarrol ndigte su fekkoon ne tey am na ñoo xam ne wala am na ko xam ne mu ngi jógee Foni Jarrol dina la bugg a laaj yow la Foni tànna nga toogal leen si néegi député yi li ma la bugg a laaj mooy yow ban development moom nga indi Foni Jarrol si constituency bi nga jógee.
Thank you for that question. Lu ngay wax ñu ne so bu dee mu ne footal boppam. I wish somebody who knows what I'm doing will talk to that person because I may leave out. Well, Nala, when it comes to, let me start sports. My first year, I gave $100,000. It has never happened in the history of parliamentary, for a parliamentarian or whosoever, even government, to stake that. So I've given $100,000 to the senior team tournament. I have again also last year given a $50,000 to the junior team. Through my linkage and through my contacts, I am able to provide 4 boreholes in Foni Jarrol. And again, I'm able to sponsor from my own salary 6 girls who are studying in different institutions, MDI and other private institutions, GTTI. And there are people that I support. And there are people also I help to lobby for scholarship and they are on scholarship.
Honourable Sanneh xamna su fekkoon ne am na kuy dëkk lu ko jógee Foni Jarrol dina laaj ne la waaw lu tax ngay sponsor juróom-benni jigéen lu tax góor xanaa da nga am intention pour takka kenn si ñoom ndax leneen.
Jamano baro ba takka keneen dinaa daw bàyyi ko fii ma dem baag wiyee. Lu tax ma sponsor, you have asked me a very a good question and a very emotional question. I became an activist for women because I am who I am today because of my mother. And then I have worked even in my village where how women suffer to get their children to school. And I'm part of those children who were sponsored through their mothers. This was why I never even mention you. Even women gardening, I support them. I buy seedlings and distribute it to the women. So I think that anytime you empower a girl child, you are empowering the world. Because women don't run away from their responsibilities. This is why I'm like women, we are good at talking at Bantaba, criticizing when it's what you pull out. I am not those people. I stand by whatever I believe in. And then the only thing that you can take me out of it is convincing me through ideas and knowledge.
Fimne kama dal ñu wat ci benen laajte bi honorable ma bëgg xam rek Foni Jarrol ndax am ngeen fa police station bu correct su fekkee ne am ngeen fa police station ndax police station bi am na a police vehicle.
You know, the police station so correct na they are even fencing. The fencing is not finished. In fact, the funds for fence VDC is even the village development committee strong contribution monfa. Okay, government has also tried through a donor to construct a building there, but they are without mobility. I said I was there when the police have to hire a motorbike to go to answer to or to witness a crime, a scene at this place, Campasa. A motorbike.
So Singatal police station be amut a police vehicle, amut motor police.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, jërëjëf. Fim nekk ma dal ñëw ci beneen laajte bi. Ndax am ngeen a fire service foofu? Su fekkee ne am ngeen fire service foofu ci Foni Jarrol, ndax am ngeen fa fire ambulance?
No fire service. Before you talk of ambulance, no fire. In fact, there was an ambulance that was given to us before I became a parliamentarian. Nankojohon Kalagi Health Center. That health center, they took the ambulance during the COVID-19.
Okay.
I made a follow-up on
yaa ngi min ambulance pour l'hôpital bi.
Waaw pour l'hôpital bi.
Dinaa ñëw foofu léegi tey. Fire service bi am ngeen fire service in Foni Jarrol?
No. In fact, throughout Foni is only at Kalilai where you have the fire service.
Okay, fi mu nekk bon ma dal ñëwaat si beneen laajte bi fi mu nekk ñu dal ñëw si l'hôpital bi ndax am ngeen fa a hospital in Foni Jarrol ndax am ngeen fa l'hôpital?
Well, left hand, you know, for us, based on the local understanding, we say left hand. Why do left hand? We have a clinic. So you don't because we know what a hospital is. So we cannot classify this as a hospital. In fact, where we have only paracetamol and then tests and other things, where you cannot admit. So like the one in Kalagi, then the one in Sintet, they are supporting the other one in Campasa. Sometimes it's run out of medication.
Okay, but you mel ni su clinic ngeen am Foni Jarrol bon dina wara daj ne bon amulen fa ambulance di tek full l'hôpital yu maki amute ambulance den clinic yu ndaw yi duñ mëna am ambulance bon mu mel ni
am na benen ambulance bu nekk bu ñu jox Campasa
Foni Jarrol la nekk ndax outside Foni Jarrol
Foni Jarrol la nekk. I can say two ambulances am na bu nekk Campasa. You know Campasa. In fact, the funny thing about Campasa, you have other compounds in Casamas and other compounds in Gambia. So even those compounds in Casamas, everything is in Gambia. Shopping, everything is in Gambia. But they are in the other side of Senegal. So it's a very strategic area where you have an ambulance. Then when you come to Sintet, you know Sintet is supported because it's private. So the ambulance there, they also have an ambulance. But the government community ambulance, Bunu Johon, fale Kalagi jël nañ ko bala man ma nekk parliament topana ko every time I prepare parliamentary question the minister would tell me we have purchased they are on the way date carry we will receive it and then until that's what even the cocks are crowing every day asking for it that tomorrow will never come.
Wow, fi mu nekk ma dal ñëw si beneen laajte bi ndikte National Assembly members yu bari ñëw neen fii wax ne there are poor road networks yoo xam ne léeg-léeg jigéen dina tële ba guddi matu dal di ko dab mu soxla pour dem lopitaan waaye ambulance amut so da ngaa gis ne dañoo jël jigéen yi biir bi teg ko si kaw sareet wala daw ay kilomètres yu bari utali lopitaan nite gox ga sax ñamul na amut lopitaan wala mu am clinique bu ndaw comme ni nga ko waxee. Ok, ma bëgg laa laaj rek ndax mus ngaa gis lu mel ni in Foni Jarrol jigéeni biir boo xam ne bi dañ ko teg si sareet di ko war a yóbbu lopitaan mus ngaa gis lu mel ni.
Wow, why I will still say thanks to Yaya Jammeh. You know Foni Jarrol, if you know Foni Jarrol, the settlement of Foni Jarrol, because I'm not yon bu mu liggéey boo xam ne dafa start from Arankon mu dugg suñ dëkk Wasadum dem Caabaay Giwonkel dem noonu ba Kampasa ñëw ba Kamamudu straight away up to Sintet ñëw génn Brumang Kalaaji. So the other side of that one is a good road because it's a standard road. But now when you move to the other side,
Yaya Jammeh mo sampon okay. Fi mu nekk indi ma si jamono Adama Barrow road network si naka leen mel jamono Adama Barrow su fekkee ne nit soxla na pour dem lopitaan.
Wow, anyway, now the road connecting Arankon to Kamanka, ñëw génn this place Kalagi, boobu la Ministry of Work nekk di construct like this lateral road. Bobu Adabaro ñu koy liggéey. It's not that much bad compared to others, although it's a bad road, especially where you have the bridge. Why Bobu dañ koy manage because it's not bad compared to other regions, to be honest with you. Then you have another road, boo xam ne daal Bobu is also in the boy Jorem, dem Jorem Bundakunda. So Bobu tam government ñu koy try dañ ko wara sampa. Then you have another road that connects like Kamamudu, Bagwe, sort of a C form. So when they are finding difficulties because some bridge be dafa danon sax why government when they are the area council construct
ma bëgg xam rek ndax mus nga dégga wala nga gis jigéeni biir boo xam ne guddi dañ ko war a yóbbu lopitaan waaye si sareet lañ ko war a teg di te ambulance amut mu ñàkk bakkanam wala doom ji ñàkk bakkanam ndax lu mel ni mus naa xew Foni Jarrol.
If I conclude to say musuta I may lie, and if I say I'm not gisumako degumako, to be honest with you, that when you are going to deliver, okay, I understand because man suma otobi suma prado bi suma deme fofu. Sometimes it's always sometimes even turned to an ambulance because we are off the road. So if somebody is seriously sick, they will use you to transport the person to Briam. So then I guess I'm not even driver fofu. You have that maybe the challenge that people are going through my so faking a bill be meeting. You have to go and meet these commercial vehicles like Gele, you know, Kasidekabi. Maybe fuel the vehicle, go into agreement with the driver. Sometimes while they are on their way to Sintet, then the person sometimes will deliver on the way. But sometimes they and why nobody then ega like Sintet, we deliver fufu. So if Sintet find it a little bit complicated, then there's an ambulance that will transport into Biab.
Nekk na lu daw yaram ne sa constituency am na certain areas yoo xam ne amul ambulance ndikte yéen a war a gis ne ambulance am na nit ki waruloo depend si gele yi ndikte su fekkee ne feebar eena nit mun na am amul xaalis nguur gi ñoo war a providal ñin ñi ambulance nguur gi ñoo war a providal ñin ñi schools te dinaa fa ñëw nguur gi ñoo war a providal ñin ñi marché nguur gi ñoo war a providal ñin ñi lopitaan yi correct lopitaan yi dafa war am ay docteur lopitaan yi dafa war am ay garab ci community bu nekk loolu liggéey nguur la te yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen ay député yi su fekkee ne nguur gi defuñ ko yéen a toog si néegi député yi wax dëgg war ngeen a raise concerns pour nguur gi dimbale ñin ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk sa constituency bi di te buy fàttee ne ñin ñi ñoom ñoo la taana ebal la te yow xam nga li nga xam ne moo manqué si gox gi yépp yow loolu xam nga ko ma bëgg naa laaj li nga xam ne moo manqué Foni Jarrol yépp ndax raise nga those concerns si néegi député yi.
Yeah, Asan, I'm the voice of Foni Jarrol. Lunga wax ni dëgg la waaye to be honest, you know, government, I don't have to also continue blaming. They say they must. Yes, it's their responsibility. Why do they have those resources? No, resources are never enough. Now my problem is how effective and efficient the resources are managed. This is where I'm having a but. When you put the wrong people in the wrong positions, who only see their interest, there is not going to be any development.
Honourable ne government amun resources yooyu dafa mel ni yow yaa ngi act as a lawyer to the government pour defend government te buy fàtte ne bu yàggul rek leen fi am OIC government bi go ahead.
Even America, they don't have enough resources for everybody.
Waaw loolu moom dëgg la waaye nag am na borom xam-xam yi wax ne government bi must have a good choice ñu must spend xaalis ndikte suñu amee di wrong choice ñu jënd ay vehicles si OIC boo xam ne 2 days la ñu jënd vehicles yu bari waaye li ëpp doole si gox gi yëpp amul lopitaan amul ambulance xam nga loolu fa nekk lu daw yaram.
Wow, Lola Nekadi Wahni, Lol might not am supporting government. How they distribute the resources and how they prioritize resources. Lol my problem.
Exactly.
Because they will not be able to do that. So Lola Nekadi Wahni, Nekmadi Farle. Now, Foni Jarrol, yes, I'm an ambulance in Campasa, where if you call them, they will come and pick your patient and take it. So it depends on how serious the problem is. Since so again for ambulance Munfa, they will take you. So like some people like maybe to call the ambulance or you call the network is unreachable.
Okay. Just honorable because time mu ñu xalal finte ma ngi wara ñew ci Bouradi ba ak Jibril way bala ma ñew ci Bouradi ba ak Jibril Fadi rek dafa am luma la bëgga laaj am ñaata nit ñoo nekk Foni Jarrol. What is the population of Foni Jarrol?
Foni Jarrol among the Foni constituencies is the smallest compared to all. It's the smallest.
Lan moy population?
If you look at the number of registered voters.
No, the registered voters, the population.
So I can estimate Foni Jarrol a population of like 10,000 natives, roughly.
Nyata villages nyoneka in Foni Jarrol? 17 villages. Okay. Like out of those 17 villages, nyata villages nyosi electricity and clean running water?
Well, clean running water, sometimes you can talk about how adequate. There are new settlements, they are attached to the villages, like Wasadum. We have these people who migrated from CRR, so new to the Adulai. So we have given them a place, Funeka. So to access why Yalan Bohol. So you have other communities again like Jorem. You have another guys who also migrated. They are a little bit far from where the majority are. So where they live, they need a borehole. Why? Every dekabunga them, thank God, within the Foni Jarrol, there is a borehole. But the issue is now the quality or the standard of the borehole. How good the borehole is. Why Bobo? I'll thank God through my donor partners and then others, even those people living abroad, they are also sometimes either contributing a borehole to the village as a give back. Okay, but
so, out of those villages, nyata villages nyosi am electricity, kurang?
No, electricity, I can just tell you 4 villages, that is Kalagi, Brumang, Sintet, and Jarrol.
Mu melni about 4 or 5 villages rek am electricity li ci dess yeb amun courant.
No, 4, yes.
Lolu dawna yaram torop. Way fim nek xam bay ko fofu biko xamna Bouradi ba ma dal li ñew ci Bouradi ba. Boura lan nga amati loy laaj Honourable Sanneh?
Alaisa jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh again diko gërem way be legi diko gi fatil tuti rek ne so gisee programme bi tamit ñu ko lay am. yaa ngi gis Alaisa lum lay laaj mooy yëfi lopitaani yëfi tali yëfi ndox lu nga xam ne loolu xam nga rek right si nit ñi la pour ñu am ko te loolu government boo ko mën a provide so daf dee daw yaram biti trop si xol nga gis ay jigéen ñu ngi leen a yeb si ay saret ak yooyu yëpp moo war a tax yéen ngeen war a yokk seen loxo li ngeen a def si National Assembly bi because war ngeen a gëstu gannaaw xam ne am na ñu nga xam ne métti na trop ak ñoom. So beneen advice tamit am na advice ma la jox tamit mooy comme yéen APRC No to Alliance ngeen try tamit ngeen xool lan ngeen mën a change because àdduna bi dafa dynamique so nit tamit am na mistake fu mu amee nit foog nga accept mistake bi nga soog a mën a laal nga xool naka nga ko change loolu mun ngeen a biir may nit ñu bari so pare ngeen avoid tamit ngeen bàyyi seen xel si fi comme Yaya Jammeh express den la nit ñi benn side bi am na fu mu baaxee beneen side bi am na fu nga xam ne nit ñi tamit gis nañ ne foofu li fi fa waaye ba léegi loolu process yi àdduna la waaye nit comme li ma bëgg a wax mooy soo gisee Fabakary Tombong Jatta use name yi laaj Yaya Jammeh di mobilize nit ñi ba after mu def lii muy def loolu yëpp comme nit ñi seen góom-góom la bu nga xam ne dafa dem out of control loolu moo ko waral waaye di la gërëm tamit di la sant si side bu nga xam ne gis naa Jibril Fadi laaj na la tontu nga fa tontu bu nga xam ne loolu mooy waral alagi saal bi sax di la laaj ndox courant yëpp mooy FPAC foofu nga nekka te li fa ñëw yëpp reports yi ñëw yëpp yëfi alali dëkk bi loolu la ay nit ñi néew jël di def leen ne so loolu noonu la nit war a focus lii moo dee defar dëkk lii moo dee yaaxa dëkk bi ko nit ñi dañ dee fay tax every day so suma force laajte bi mooy FPAC bi nga nekka so members yi nekk si committee bi ñaata members ñoo fa nekk ak ñan la mooy first laajte bi.
Okay, thank you very much for that question, and then thank you for your suggestions and then comments, which are well noted. We are not perfect. A human being is born. In fact, I do tell people the word perfect exists, but itself in reality does not appear anywhere. So FPAC, there might be almost 12. When we make a FPAC, you have the independent like us, you have the APRC, and then you have the UDP, and you have nominated, you have NRP. Some care person of FPAC is Alaji S. Dabo, Koku UDP la. Then nga the vice chair of FPAC is Alaji Mbo, Koku NRP la. Then nga nominated member, Kebba Fofana. Then nga Honourable Kebba Toumanding Sanneh, independent. Then nga Honourable Fatou Cham, Koku UDP la. Then nga Musa Cham, Koku Doyla. Then nga Suleiman Jamme, Koku APRC la. Then nga Tumanjai, Koku independent la. Then nga Sidi Njai, so Koku nominated la. And then who again? Because sometimes some people I don't even see them. These are the regular people, if I could remember. So it's about 9 people instead of 12. While in terms of punctuality, with the FPAC sittings, City is just the name that appear. It's only once a time that we will see him there. Why City mostly? Why the regular people? I can say this 8. Why new general regular punctual? I will tell you, Alagi S. Dabo, Suleiman Jamme, Musa Kam, myself, Alagi S. Dabo, Kebba Fofana. So these are the Anfatu Kam. And then Tuma, sometimes she travels, she is off. But these are the regular people in FPAC.
Okay, thank you very much. The reason why I asked this question is all about recommendations. Moom ngeen def yi nga xam ne gis ngeen ne implement nañ ko.
Well, the number 1 recommendation, comme lu mala wax, this is a committee, and then what is the process? We sit with the Auditor General, where we bring witnesses, make follow-ups. Whatever we do there, we prepare a report. So report bobu like our resolutions, we have what we call FPAC resolutions. When we have our sessions, primarily that's where we read them, and then where we discuss on them. When the majority agree, we vote to adopt the report. So when the report is adopted, most of it is about investigation and recovery of funds. Lord Motamahla, impressed me. The impress that was mismanaged, there might be almost, if I could remember the figure, 20 million, something like that, or 18 million, almost approximately 20 million. Why, based on our FPAC resolution, under pressure after the investigation, the Accountant General is able to recover, as I speak to you, last update, last week, up to 12 million. So you see, and then the total that the accountant, the auditors complaint would go up to almost 20 million. But we are able to recover, and the recovery is still on. What is the mechanism of recovery? That is the Accountant General. So some people are paying, those who are in the system, some they are deducted, like I say. But what we know now, they come there time to time, we invite the Accountant General. So the Accountant General, who's the lady, who comes and brief us and then update us how far. So we have recovered almost 12 million. It was on purpose, I think, if you make a follow-up last week, something like that.
Yeah, okay, but impress yini ngay wax ni this report yi nga xamne from the audit reports yo len follow ban iyala report bi ban iyala ni.
It goes even time 2013, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018. Like at the moment, some of them are late. Some of them are not even in the Gambia. Maybe that's where we're going to. But those in the Gambia, maybe the monies we are collecting, those people are already in the Gambia. Because some people, for us to publish their names, because we did that, they will feel bad. The family, they are shy. Maybe some are living abroad. They send their money to settle it out. Now the killing would be those who are already late. Maybe that's where the killing is. But at the moment, we've not finished because who is doing the recovery is the Accountant General. So he has put these strategies or mechanism to recover these funds. Some by direct deduction if they are in the system, and the others may be either selling properties to recover the money back. So that one is up to the accountant. What we are interested, we made a resolution, the preliminary approve it, and then the recommendation is working. We are trying to get the money back. And these other ones that are,
yeah, you are trying to get the money back because for my problem be honorable Magnon am the phone already ñene ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi sia audit report si ñu ñëw si 2018 2019 ak 2020 2018 gis nañ ne almost roughly 300 million when missing. So ñëwee si 2019 it's almost 5 billion. So ñëwee si 2020 mu wàcc 3 billion. Yow soo ne yéen a ngi recover comme yow amount bi nga wax te yaa ngi ko starté 2013 ba if I am right 2017 am I right? So what about 2018 2019 and 2020?
Those are the ones the investigation is going on. Like I said, we are 2022 MPs. We are just in the second year, getting to the third year. And then we found this mess there. Now the accountant and the auditor is coming out with this. That's what now we recommend for the police to do the investigation. Like I said, it's about parliamentary operation is a process, democracy is a process, and then that process is what we are taking. Like now, they come after now, we make the recommendation. You know, when things are even at the court, they keep on adjournment. That can take years, even before they come to an end. So this thing also is going. Now, anytime we call that's why time to time, we call the police, those who are doing the investigation, to come and update us how far. So it is after when they finish their investigation, and then they submit this report. This is the report now. We're going to prepare the final report, then take it to the preliminary, where we're going to read out what our report is and then what our recommendation is. Now, if we agree there by the majority, we adopt the report. And then now when we adopt the report, we implement what the resolution is saying. Most of it will be about how to recover this money back. So whether we're going to send people to prison, or we're going to recommend for the seizure of the asset to be sold. So we are not yet at that level. At the moment, it's the investigation that is going on.
Jërëjëf
honorable dama ko jox advice rek laajuma question dama ko jox advice rek honorable li ma la advice rek mooy da ngeen war a génn di wax Gambian si mu clear because nit ñi dañ nekk di fay tax every day. So man ma read audit report si 2019 ma gis 5 billion loolu is too much. So nga xool bu 2020 bi more than 3 billion is too much. So da ngeen war di ñëw yéen mu nekk si FPAC foofu di wane at bii ba at bii audit report si lii la report ne this went missing waaye ñun try nañ ba recover nangam bu ko defee nit ñi dinañ xam different bi lu went missing ak ñi nga xam ne li ngeen recover su ñeneen ñi suñ mënut a fay dañ war a dem prison because 5 billion 3 billion 200 and something million loolu is too much. So nit loolu di dem missing nii ñu bàyyi ko nii mu toog nii every day nit ñi di fay tax loolu du mun a develop benn dëkk ci li fekkee ne li lee ngee go on te loolu yenn National Assembly members yi yéen a si war a taxaw te yéen a war a génn tamit di waxal nit ñu openly di gën a digalal audit report si lim joxe lii moo wen missing between this year to this year and yéen seen effort try ngeen def ngeen di lee ba recover li lee bu ko defee ñeneen ngi dinañ understand because comme la gi salu di wax dañ war a am good hospitals nit ñi dañ war a am electricity dañ war a am ndox dañ war a am yu nga xam ne loolu dafa nekk lu nga xam ne dafa normal. So ay nit ñu néew duñ mun a jël ko di ko def li leen ne suñ jëlee 100 jël 20 liggéey su nit ñi waxee ñu ne dañu liggéey lan la gaay liggéey soo jëlee 100 ci alali iddika bi yow nga jël 20 nga liggéey nga jël 80 bi dugal ko sa poche foog ngeen génn di wax jërëjëf.
Well, thank you for that suggestion and thank you for the advice, which is well noted. However, comme lu ma la wax léegi for us to come and talk is the media houses. We are talking to the media house. I don't think we'll be talking to ourselves. Like tell you, they might invite, and then a lot of people are listening. I will say the whole world is listening, and then after maybe the record is there and it will be on record where people will have access. But I will not be talking to ourselves. Okay, GFPAC bill is open. The journalists are always there. We update them. They take the report. They write what. But remember, they have given money to media houses. They say to promote government agenda. Would they be writing everything like what we are talking about? You know, we cannot write. When we write it, where do we publish it? So, but when the interview be like, why do you interview? I'm telling you what I know. I'm not hiding anything. I told you by this time to this evening, this has met me in my village because in my family there, I even have to ask my brothers to go. Tomorrow in the morning I'll go in them because I don't want to miss this interview. Because it's the opportunity where I'll be had, where I'll know my shortcomings. Because I learned a lot from this interview, whether we agree or disagree. And then most of you also learn a lot of what I'm saying. Because some of the things, like somebody was saying, all this is happening, what I've been doing. And I told you our efforts, even that Ben in Buam. You go there, even our meeting with President Barrow, when they said the 45 MPs met Barrow, what was our discussion centered on? I came out, and FPAC again, the same thing. And then, FPAC again is a sensitive thing. You have to say or talk when you know exactly what you are talking about, because it's about finance. You have to get it right. Because if I go and accuse somebody that this is what happened, this and this, I don't think it's right. This is something that's not we are trying to hide. But whatever you want to discuss, whatever you want to give to the media, you should be sure and then understand the process. Sometimes I do hear people make the analysis, talk about, sometimes I even start wondering where they getting the figures. Those figures are not in our table. So if people start knowing this, I sometimes even start hearing things that I even don't know. That's why sometimes for me, I like listening. The only person I don't listen to, the person is insulting, the person is attacking, the person is not accepting. Like I'm saying, the coalition have to accept their failure. But the coalition don't want all this for the dictator. This is the problem.
jërëjëf honorable daanaka fi mu nekk waxtu bi jaamu nañu ba pare waaye ma dal di may apply sañang rek ko fe ma dal di ñëw si Jibril Fade Jibril dal di tëj programme bi. Go ahead, apply.
Thank you, Alai Salio. Mr. Sanneh, once more again, my honorable, I like your deliberation. One way or the other, Gambians, brothers in Nila Wahe advising I get down or whatever, Lomuna Janga fee, Nuni men. Am differences. Yala Samne, Sunjoge Wati, that's new account. So soon let them responsibility, Funjanya account want. The Adabaro promised Nane, he'll be coming to the media all the time to tell us whatever development or whatever we have to do. But Adabaro le the father media be. La comunio AG radio, fila mo dega yep, fila mo lere. OIC, the OIC, the recognized OIC conference in the Gambia. You don't think it's due now from the inception of the project, whatever is the government sponsor or whatever grant or whatever donor we became for the institution of the OIC conference? Can't we know about whatever was the process? The Gambian people doesn't need to know. And the hotel that they're supposed to construct from the Senegalese Ablai camp, are they recovering that money? Thank you, sir. And I wish you good luck. Good to have you. Be kontona bake almale joyla nganiola. Albanka meng dani Gambia kaman be ka kilinti. Gambia tanyato. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Jërëjëf apply. Honourable Sanneh mun nga tontu.
Thank you, Abdullah.
Honourable Sanneh, yaa ngi mute.
And I always say, National Assembly is a learning institution. And then it's always, you have to accept when you are at fault. Because it's not easy. Even my own family here, I have my shortcoming. I'm not getting everything right. Moreover, I am serving a country, not even a community. So I'm not going to get right. So to fight for, some will say yes, some will say no. And I'm taking all the advice. And then, like I say, we have to see the country. For me, I am a person who accepts when it's wrong, even if I'm part of it. And even if the team, I belong to that team, but I objected to it. But at the end, the team decision stand. I would never come out to say that I'm not part of it. I'm not a person who runs away from responsibilities, even though they are failures. I accept. And that's why I tell Gambians, when it's wrong, we have to accept that it's wrong. But anytime you want to defend your side, me, I don't defend my side, but I also tell you the other side that you don't want to hear, that you have to accept. When I look at our economy, it's in a mess. When I look at our health system, it's in a mess. When I look at our security, it's in a mess. When I look at our agriculture, it's in a mess. How do we sort out this problem? It has to be a collective effort. We have to be honest people. I don't have to defend Ablai because Ablai is a friend, or Ablai is a relative, or Ablai belongs to my tribe. It should be about Gambia. But when you say that, okay, we were a part of this, and fine, but that was not your aim. If thing goes wrong, accept that yes, I was part of it, but definitely we lost control. I told you that maybe APRC, the previous government, you can say I'm APRC, but I was a follower. Maybe I got, in fact, out of it, I gave me 22 time in office because 10 years I was not in the country. I voted his first term and then the last term. The other 2 votes I did not vote. Only the first one and the last one that I voted. So, but I'm part of that's why I voted. So let's see the country. But I will always come if the media houses, they know me. Any media house, when they call me after the interview, I do get feedback. So there are people who disagree. But most feedback that I get are always positive. And then at the end, even the presenter would call me to say, well, I'm asked to stop calling you. If not, I'm going to lose my job. Now you tell me, where is that democracy you are talking about? Freedom of speech. We used to say that government deny people. Now we are stopped. Where are we going to talk? Where are we going to talk now if we are stopped talking? I'm ready to
Honourable Sanneh, media houses.
I'm not going to lie to anybody. When you call me, I'm going to say what I know and what I don't know. I'll tell you I don't know. Even if you're going to tell me, how would you tell me that you don't know when you are in Parliament? I'm not expected to know everything in Parliament.
jërëjëf Honourable Sanneh Honourable fi mu nekk daanaka waxtu bi mu ñu bugg a jaamu xaaral ñu may Jibril Fadiya rek mu dal di laajte mu janteeli laajteem su ko defee su Jibril laajtee soo ko tontoo ba pare dinaa la may yow itam nga wax lépp loo bugg a wax nga make di closing statement waaye for the meantime ñu dal di dem si Jibril man laajte nga amalati Honourable Sanneh
sorry de waxul si OIC bi
OIC, like I told you that I'm part of the monitoring committee. And then when we went just 1 year before the OIC, the hotel, we even only found there 2 trips of sand. That was 1 year left. I asked those people, you said you are going to build a 5-star hotel. Yes, they said yes. We are just 12 months to OIC. They said yes. I said, are you going to buy a house somewhere from Fladu, Mankamankunda, and then bring it and pluck it here? Or you mean you are going to construct what they call a 5-star? And they started laughing. You see, they thought I was joking. I said that, I know we're going to wait up to the end. You tell us that you got disappointment. But it's better you tell us now. This hotel would never be constructed. And that's what happened. 2 trips before. No even blocks, molded. And you are telling me you are going to, I said, what kind of hotel? I don't even understand. Maybe the name is 5-star. Maybe I don't know what a 5-star is. It's complete failure. Now, when we had that feedback, they started, OIC is a success. I told them in my deliberation, that's why sometimes if you follow me up, maybe if you interview me, when I used to interview, how are they measuring their success? I don't understand. When they said OIC is a success, I asked this question, how did you measure the success? Because even the drivers, Gambian have talented drivers, very skillful drivers, but they hire drivers from Senegal, where we shared. And OIC is the second largest gathering apart from UN in the world in terms of finance. Even the AU, when we hosted the AU in 2006, the country felt the benefit because that AU house is building. But what of the OIC, which is the biggest? What are we proud to say? They went and bought these expensive vehicles that today they shared, maybe they kept some, while our hospitals are without ambulances. We are saying it. For me, I'm saying it.
Jërëjëf Honourable fi mu nekk waxtu bi xal nañoo jaamu so xam naa ne nañ ko bàyyi foofu dem ba beneen yoon.
Tell me that it's a success. Yeah, I did not have the answer when I asked that one. But other become is a success. I said, now even the catering officers, we all see them. They have to demonstrate to get paid. Those who are there, even the drivers, some of the few drivers Gambian they employ, they have to demonstrate to get paid. And then the government officer or minister is coming out to say that it's a success. These are people who are more landed than me.
Jërëjëf Honourable waxtu bi jeex na fi mu nekk ñu dal di may Jibril Fadiya rek mu laajte mu janteeli laajteem Jibril fi mu nekk ñu dal di la may yow itam nga laajte mu janteeli laajteem.
waaw jërëjëf Honourable Toumani moom jàmbaar la masha Allah man I like him suma waay la Honourable leena rek la bëgg a ci li nga wax ambulance bi nga wax ne dañ ko jël fan la Kallaji. Okay, so man mom sa area bi dika na fa kam Mamadou man xam na fofu ba. So lima moy out of the government help te yo nga neka député yaangi amé diplomatic passport. Most recently dama gis Obama Baji goodwill ambassador dem Spain ñu jox ko fa ñaar wala ñetti ambulances yo xamne daf ko wara indi lo xamne du government effort waaye mom mo def effort dem fofu nonu make links ndax do halat in that way nga xamne you gonna go outside the norms nga yaa ngi amé diplôme nga dem diplomatic person nga dem ci yeneen dika yo xamne di nga mëna lobby pour muna indi ambulances pour help sa area bi jërëjëf ci sa présenté. Thank you.
Jërëjëf Jibril. Go ahead, Honourable Sanneh.
Yeah, thank you very much for that suggestion and then giving me that idea, because I said anything that should better my people, I'm in for it. But you know that one should be a connection. I know when I get up here, I should know where I'm going. I will not be going, how would I be accepted? So I'm trying, like the boreholes I told you already supplied to, it's through contacts. If not, I would not get anything. Maybe they're even waiting for me not to be able to deliver anything so that next time they can get me out, because I'm making so much noise. Maybe some of you don't know, but I'm making so much noise. Even at the National Assembly, I'm disturbing them. So maybe they would get me out, but maybe the few boreholes and then the football sponsors that I'm doing for youths and even the women, they are vegetable gardening, and then the girls, I'm taking care of the education, denying my family. You guys said them, yes, I'm a public servant, I'm serving the public, so you have to accept it that way. This position I'm occupying is given to me by the public. So at least my children will never be dropped out from school, but I also feel sad to see the people who put me in this position, to see their children being dropped out of school. I feel bad when I go to the village. People come to me, they have no food in the house. I always go empty. In fact, if I tell you accounts, I'm always overdraft. Some people may deny without pay. So that's why people are saying these people are paid for themselves. Probably, yes, but I'll tell you most of the National Assembly members are always running an overdraft. I cannot go into the village where I found a relative. The child is sent away. A relative comes to me, no food in the house. Fish in my own village is costing like $25. How many can afford? Those people are not in salary. A family of 10 people, 15 people. Like if I'm giving somebody, it's
Honourable, waxtu bi jeex na fi mu nekk ma dal di la may rek nga wax lépp loo bëgg a wax. Am nga 2 minutes nga tàggatoo Gambia ni su fekkee ne fam loo bëgg a nguur gi, su fekkee ne fam loo bëgg a wax nit ñi, su fekkee ne sa fam loo bëgg a wax niti waa Foni Jarrol. Go ahead. So neexee nga wax ko si Olof, so neexee nga wax ko si Mandinka. Waaye bëgg naa soo ko waxee si Olof tamit soo paree nga wax ko si Mandinka pour ñiti waa Foni Jarrol ba nga xam li nga wax. Waaye nga tëj ko rek 2 minutes dégg nga jërëjëf.
Mbaa fula fo Mandinka ka wala folo momu be Foni Jarrol mbaa fula le ko Gambia ntol bele dentala si kilintante Gambia ti. Okay, ntol dum mo baagela ko opposition ole. But mba fulale ko masakunda kanange opposition what ngol bele lafta the best for Gambia wako ñu memben interview kan molle melan ko wolte mo dani la manola ngol be bata men kono jang ni modole be da bonde ge fere wa do bol ka gitu wa du bolge setani mollem yes mol bi gele dol melan da dot genwin but most of them yaron dawda mo be bu kabetia ye concerne soton tolier ni ka men fo ngal lamoy kana fo mo ne tol tijan ten because ikana bataye bundal be men fote ngam ka kajang na betialem pour na banko pour na tanyato ke interest so tola because ibadi wala bijang men ka biam ten mansakundama manke mansakunda jawte we are just political opponents nana ko amanke ko mbe diamo la bon ka membe fojam wala mo be alqur'ano mutala wala bible yefundi afoko ni membe fojam famiyala foni ko nyina kudo koma in fa kudo biye ndo hangala nga fojam because nina fojang mbadi kan dunia bile dawda ay secret la soton hani moy ngini ka fendo la manke na fendo so doge tan abi ko nte ko alna Gambia ge ndo sonna ko kilinna ni moment timma ni boyta damen sonko e boytala ni man boy damen to sonko nan ko e man boy bare ni te boyta ite ko ite man boy adun te balanta menna ni te be kafo kono wo kafo mon problem soto
banite bota ka fo nyin kono yete bondige mutumole ite ka fola problème o je wo ma banko da dad woki olofi luma ne kadi wa moy ñun ñu nekk opposition man Foni Jarrol la deka ñun ñu nekk opposition ñu nekkun enemies government ba pare ñu nekk tan tubabu moy abroad nekkun enemies of this country yes dina am ñu baax am nga fu groupe bu nekk da am na ñu baax am na ñu am na ñu baaxul. But I will tell you 95% suffer because it's part of what contributes to our economy. So they are part of the development. Kon really what the Nubara Degul will say. Man, I very fitna bokuma. Can do a push because of I disagree with you. In fact, when you start insulting, I don't listen to you. And I know at the moment, no one is going to stop me. Can do stop Punga Sagama. Why politics gather for saga? Politics is not saga. Come and politics is what that. Then again, d'accord, again agree and disagree. That's what politics is all. Even this Democrat. Why Alel Boa Medal, meeting no common. Yaw legi nga nek di gel bobu. Di sende keri, di sampa. Yene ni nga sofa. Yaw nga ne lol moy sa plan because those are the people they call their planning. We MP, we nga sofa because why they know fogg na ñu nga falle because man suma bopa. Luma nekk di def Foni Jarrol ñu ma dégul kuma wédi donc xoolal Foni Jarrol di lay wax lu am ne man waxuma ko luma nekk di def because even the south dama gën d'accord gën ma joxe family si ñu am ne ñoo ñu bel so am I an enemy and complimenting the government's effort but I make my lobby the bohos that are done there is not government so ma fekk ne man ngi talk fi they are government in fact government is waiting at the end of the year so that ñu ne Honourable Sanneh indot fi dara loolu la ñu yu xaar pour ñu campaign and those people against me that's what they are waiting but God is on my side because I'm able to do all these things. Sometimes it's unbelievable. Let's not leggy nitty because sometimes our problem is Kuneka Floba becomes an enemy. Nitty why I never go beyond the red line of God, I'll never go. Why that's my belief. At the end would come anytime I reach the end. But I can never come to the end when I'm never at the end. So Nangis Gambia, anyone could make a Gambia I don't even understand. So we are free. What do we mean free? High cost of living? People are going to bed hungry, people are even scared, certain bitiki get take bala 10 o'clock, fear of attack. Get top on when Gambia is okay now. I don't understand what you mean. So Nangis Dekabi, Lola Nekadiwa. Depare man, I am ready for an interview at any time. Luma Ham Lolaiwa. Luma Hamut Lolaiwa. Why Nekmadiwa? Because I want people to support me. Nekmadiwa because I want people to recognize me. But I am saying all what I think I disagree on for a better Gambia. This better Gambia can never be built without a collective effort and collective responsibility. Fumina kani ñun yep ñu ngi wa Adama Barrow. Why do Adama Barrow moneka all the ministry positions? Adama Barrow dafa pay nit. So the failure is all of us. Thank you.
Jërëjëf Bura Diba ñu ngi lay gërëm di la santa Apply Sanyang jërëjëf ñu ngi lay gërëm di la santa ñu ngi gërëm tamit Baboucar Mbodj di gërëm di santa Jibril Fadia sun gan gi tey mooy Honourable Kebba Toumanding Sanneh. Honourable Sanneh kontaan nañ torop li nga ñëw tey si AG radio suma jaar rek dal di feeñal suma kontaante si yow ndaxte gis naa ne yaa ngi waroon a tukki waaye interview bi tey ndegem Gambia ni ñoo la soxla daf la jaral nga toog def interview bi bam jeex ëllëg nga door a tukki lii maa ngi koy rafetlu bu baax ba pare gis naa ne pareel nga interview bi ndaxte nit ki su la invité interview mu gis ne yow mi ñëw interview danga ko par easal am si ité loolu dafa yokka sawarte ki la interview te gis naa ne def nga loola li firndeel lii mooy yaa ngi fi joxe ay figures ay numbers loolu dafa wane ne you are well prepared for the interview loolu leneen la firndeel lim firndeel tamit mooy ne ku fonka nit ñi nga ku fonka Gambian ñi nga te ku fonka tamit niti waa Foni Jarrol fa nga jógee lii maa ngi koy rafetlu bu baax a baax ndikte Gambia den soxla ay ñun ñoo xam ne they are selfless den soxla ay ñun ñoo xam ne den am patriotism seen biir xol den soxla ñun ñoo xam ne dañoo suffer selflessly for the sake of the people, for the sake of the common good, not for the sake of constituency bin joge, not for the sake of party bin boka. Why they see the greater good, the bigger picture, moy Gambia. Ndite Gambia so amuton, Sose du am, Olof du am. Gambia so amuton, NPP du am, PPP du am, APRC du am, ben parti du am. Bon ñu ñep Gambia mo ñu bolé ba tax Gambia leen wara gis te lepp lo xamne mom lañuy def den wara def lo xamne li moy jëriñ Gambia bu ne Gambia nit ñaa tax lepp luy jëriñ nit ñi irrespective of party bi nga boka, irrespective of tribe bi nga boka, rek you are doing good. Why bo limiter li nga def to the tribe bi nga boka wala limit ko to the party bi nga boka rek problème amna. Ndikte gis na sa bena wax yaangi wax ne ministerial post yu bari it is connected with party bi nga xamne mom nga boka. Xamna bobu nam yang ko don jibale nguur gi di wane ne position yi nga xamne appointments yi nga xamne ñu ko jox Gambia ni yépp ñu ko jox ñi nga xamne ñoy support party NPP te waruta demé nonu nak. Appointment it should be based on merit ci sa xam-xam lolu moy yobu deka kanam. Way nak jangé nañ lu bari ci yow ñu ngi la gërem di la santa Honourable Kebba Toumanding Sanneh. Mbokay fi la waxtaan ji daldi em fim na duma def ludut daldi umba lepp lo xamne Honourable Sanneh waxtaane na ko fi a lepp lo xamne panelisi waxtaane nen ko fi daldi len ko jébal daldi bay waxtaan ji mu daldi continuer ci seeni xel yeen Gambian yi yeen yene attekat yi nga xamne yene atte lepp lo xamne déggé ngeen ko fi di len sante di len gërem ci deklu bi te yal na ndimbalab yalla continuer wacca ci réewi Gambia seeni mboka Saliu Njie. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wahiru dawana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin.